we are doing YouTube today. So we're on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Good morning from Oscar's Place. Welcome to the telethon. We're trying to figure out which one is which.
YouTube. Instagram.
Hi,
Facebook.
Vicky. Hi, Ingrid. Hi, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. We have a really exciting day today. I'll first explain why I'm wearing a hat. So, about a year ago, we posted a video. I think I was raising money for Patches and I was wearing a hat. And I got some hate comments. And somebody in there said they wanted to decapitate me for being a gay dude wearing a cowboy hat. And I was like, people are awful. No one can intimidate me. I'm tough. And then what I realized is, almost subconsciously, I stopped wearing my cowboy hat. And I just saw it on the shelf the other day and was like, I think that affected me more than I knew. So I was like, not gonna be bullied, and I'm back with the hat. So that's why I got a hat on. And we have a barn full of volunteers. We are ready to start taking your phone calls. We are auctioning off some really beautiful, expensive art. We are giving away some free art. We are selling some art. We have the world famous gourds have returned. Is that right? Gourds have returned. We got wine. We got champagne. We got big announcements. We got a celebrity calling in at 11. It is going to be a really fun day. And here's what I'm asking of you. We got 3 hours. And these good people are giving of their time to sit here and answer your phones. So even if you don't want to, or even if you can't donate, or even if you've already donated, you can still call in and you can just say, thank you for volunteering. How is Pearl? How is Hershey? How is Pickles? You can just call in and talk to them, which we would be really grateful to as well. So, the numbers are going to appear. The number is 855-536-6539. Let me kick it off. Let's give away songs. We're going to start with a horse pillow. So the very first phone call to ring, say the word horse, and we're mailing you a horse pillow. It looks like a latch hook rug that I did when I was 18. If you're my age, you know what latch hook rugs are. So the very first number to ring, 855-536-6539. We are sending you a horse pillow. Phones are broken. Phones are broken. Come on, guys. Somebody call, please. 855-536-6539. I hear phones. The phones are ringing. I'm super grateful. Today we are raising money to facilitate the rescue of donkeys. We have, my hat's crooked and my glasses are crooked. We have only done one rescue this year, and there are reasons for that, which I will explain to you later. And there are things that we have done to resolve that issue, which I'm very excited to share with you. And so we've got lots of rescuing to do this year. We need lots of funds to make that happen. So today is our Summer Telethon. And the whole point is to have fun, spread some joy while raising money to rescue donkeys. There's a dunk tank. Every $10,000 raised, I'm gonna get dunked. I will tell you the high is 69 today, so it is cold. And I'm not into the cold plunge, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Because I'll do anything for the donkeys. So I hear lots of people calling in. I really appreciate it. Please call in, pledge your money to the donkeys, say thank you to the volunteers, ask for an update. 855-536-6539. And in about 20 minutes, I'll share our big announcement. We just want to get a little bit into this telethon. That's good. Because I want to keep the momentum going, and because we have lots of giveaways, the next person to call and say donkey pillow is going to get this shipped to them. And it's actually really cute. It is a mohair pillow. Show to everybody. So call the number, tell the person that answers the phone to scream out donkey pillow, and we're going to ship this to you. 855-536-6539. Call and say, scream donkey pillow. All right, while we're doing this, my goodness, I'm gonna talk a little bit about Madison. So most of you know Madison. Madison is the one that organized all of this. She is my right hand and my rock. She's incredible. And I just want to explain to you a little bit about Madison's journey. So I hired Madison 3 years ago now, and kind of hired her as my assistant. I was drowning with just like silly work, and I had too much work to do, and I needed somebody to help take some stuff off my plate. So she was the 13th of 13 interviews. The first 12 were terrible. She came in and rocked my world. I knew the moment I met her, I wanted to hire her. And so I hired her, and she was my assistant, and she learned donkeys, and she learned Oscar's place, and she learned Ron. And then she just kept taking on more and more stuff. She kept demonstrating how capable she was and taking on more, and demonstrating how capable she was and taking on more. And we continued to grow her compensation and to grow her responsibilities. And I was like, how did I find somebody so incredible? And my co-founder, Phil, in Los Angeles, has tried multiple times to hire Madison away because she is flawless. And if you've met her, you know she doesn't get rattled. So we deal with very intense things. We deal with intense people, we deal with intense animal situations, and she never breaks a sweat. She never loses her smile. She is so kind and so respectful. Then eventually I was like, well, she's basically starting to run this place. And so I'm really funny about titles. I don't like the title Chief Operating Officer. I like to call things what they are. So she became our head of business operations. So she runs all business operations, insurance, payroll, adoptions, everything is run by Madison. And then a year later, after being such an amazing head of business operations, I named her in our succession plan. And so we have 4 succession plans. What happens if I die instantaneously? What happens if I need to get out of the business in a year? And what happens when I retire? And then the 4th is what happens if World War III breaks out. In 2 of those 4 plans, Madison takes over as executive director and runs this ranch. She is fully capable, and I'm just so lucky to have her. And then recently, we were going to outsource and have to bring in a marketer And Madison was like, I can do it. So she is now our head of business operations and marketing. She is the key and core executive of this. We have our head of animals in Dr. Kate, our head of business operations and marketing in Madison, and our head of facilities in OB. And I have an executive team, and it's incredible. So shout out to Madison for being the rock star that Madison is. We literally could not do today without her, but I couldn't run this place without her. So I wanted to just give Madison her due. So thank you.
Thank you.
All right, so we're raising money today. I'm just gonna get that little note off. I am going to try really hard to answer comments. So if you have comments, I am gonna try to read them. Paula is bringing in our first donkey. So we are raising money today to rescue more donkeys. And she is particularly bringing in a donkey named Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay.
I am the one with the pink hat on the back and then the gray sweater.
Hi. What's going on in here? So Lindsay's in the house.
Are you shopping? What do you like? Pick out one.
So the next person to call in with a $100 donation is going to get a Donkey King billboard that I will sign the back of. It's literally on a billboard stand. We ran these so call in and say Donkey King, and we're gonna send you this. I'll sign it, put a little note to you on the back. We ran these billboards through Lamar Advertising, and they brought us these as a keepsake, which was so nice of them. Even nicer of them, we paid for 1 quarter, and they've been up for half a year. So we've gotten 3 free months from them because they haven't sold the new board, and so they left us up, which is so generous. But it's just fun. I'm not doing this because I'm full of myself and I think that I'm amazing. I'm doing this because it's funny. But call in and make a $100 donation, say Donkey King, and we're gonna send you this billboard. 855-536-6539.
You're gonna sign it, Rob?
Just waiting for somebody to say Donkey King on the phone so I know who to write this little note to. 855-536-6539. I see lots of people on the phone, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you so much for calling the number. They hate to sit there with nothing to do. Somebody call and say Donkey King, and I'm going to write a note to you on the back of this, and we're going to mail this to you. 855-536-6539. Shelly just called in. We're going to send her this. But don't despair. We have 2 more billboards coming your way.
That's what I thought. Okay. EY got it. Look at that page.
I'm gonna get Madison over here. Hello, Upland. Hi, Jim Maston. Nice to see you. Hi, everybody. All right, so Madison, why don't you come join us? So I'm going to share some really big news with you. Madison and Kenneth are going to be a part of this, and then I'm going to share it basically every hour for the next 3 hours, so you'll get tired of hearing it. But I'll tell you a little bit about how we got here and why we're doing it. But this summer, Oscar's Place is opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. So we have a property. We have a property in Texas, and we're building it out this week. We're going to build it out all summer. By September 5th, we're going to open the Center for the Advancement of Donkeys, which is going to be the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. 1 hour from the Bowie auction, completely run and owned by Oscar's Place. So it's a really big deal. These two know why it's a big deal more than anybody else. So we go to the auction and we rescue donkeys, and the donkeys are really sick. And we know this, we see how sick they are, and we just make the decision to get them on a trailer and get them to Oscar's Place and get them under our care as quickly as possible. That is a 32-hour commute. So even donkeys that were just barely sick when we put them on the trailer are really sick when they get to Oscar's Place. Healthy donkeys that we put on the trailer catch the airborne illnesses that the sick donkeys have in 32 hours in a trailer. And while they're not dying, right, we rescued them from dying, we could do better than we were doing. And we know that. We understand what shipping fever is. It's a very expensive and very complicated thing to sort out. And it took us for years, we have had meetings at my table trying to figure out what will it look like to have a stop facility somewhere along the way. Then a random series of events happened. We were like, oh, what if it's not a rest facility? What if it's a medical center? And then Dr. Kate took it even further and said, or what if it's a hospital? And let me tell you some of the things that means. Jake. So Madison has brought this. So this demonstrates why we're opening a hospital. We understand how to rehabilitate them once they're in Hopland. We understand how to adopt them out. And then for those that don't want to be adopted out, we have Potter Valley where they can go for sanctuary for life. So we've got step 2, step 3, and step 4 done. What we were missing was the rescue and quarantine. And Jake here, who was terribly sick when we rescued him, did 2 bouts at UC Davis. So not only was that very expensive, but 2 different times we had to take a really sick donkey, take him away from his herd, and put him on a trailer for 2.5 or 3 hours to go somewhere with a set of doctors and a set of caretakers that he doesn't know, in a setting that he doesn't know, and get better, and then come home for 3 hours in a trailer. Now, here's what's really cool. Are you ready? You following me? So, we go to the auction on Saturday. We identify the donkeys that we're going to rescue. Kenneth does nasal swabs on every donkey that's on our list. Then he drives to our hospital, which is an hour 15 from the auction. And overnight, we're running tests on those nasal swabs so that when we buy them on Sunday, we know what they're sick with. We know which donkeys have the flu, which donkeys have strangles, which donkeys have equine herpes or asinine herpes. And we can even bring 1 trailer for sick donkeys and 1 trailer for healthy donkeys. And then 1.5 hours after purchasing them, they're at our hospital. There's a 0 shipping fever. They're immediately under our care, and when they step off the trailer, we already know what they're sick with, and we know exactly where they go in the hospital. So this is the arena. This is the arena. So this is where they will unload, and they will be sorted. This is a 14-stall hospital barn. So this is where it's temperature controlled, it has heating, it has air, it has concrete floors. We're going to build an isolation ward. That isolation ward is going to have complete contamination-free zone. It's going to have companion stalls for the donkeys that need to keep, like Bentley had strangles and was isolated for months. We're going to have a setup where he can be isolated with his mother. And then the healthy ones will go to the other barn. On the other side is a 10-stall barn for healthy donkeys. Then, once they clear all of that, once they have cleared the hospital barn, gone to the healthy barn, cleared the healthy barn, and they're totally healthy, we have 4 pastures, all with cross-fencing, shelters, water, where they will happily live outside with shelter until we get about 15 that we'll put on a trailer and bring here. All of our castrations will happen there, in a surgical suite. So it's a full-on operational hospital, and it will make Jake's recovery faster, better for him, way less stressful. He won't get shipping fever. He will have the same care team throughout his whole illness. It is phenomenal, and I haven't even told you the best part about it. But, so 2 donors, 2 amazing special donors. So we found this opportunity. I sent an email out to about 30 people, and I said, I have found something that will change the game for donkeys, but it's really expensive, and I don't know how, I can't afford it, but should we do this? And 2 people came forward and gave me $2.5 million. One person gave me $1 million, one person gave me $1.5 million. And these people said, go buy a hospital. I can't believe it. So we did. So this is the hospital. So the facilities are exactly what we need them to be. The facilities are done. They have the walls, the stalls, the rooms, the electric, the plumbing. What they don't have is the equipment. So what we're raising for today is the equipment. We have about 6 pieces of equipment that we need to buy that will turn the facilities into the hospital. So the first is the ultrasound machine. So this ultrasound machine is $28,700. The first $28,700 raised today is going to buy this ultrasound machine, which we are going to put inside of the facilities that we have already bought. And then next we'll raise for an x-ray machine. Then we'll raise for a blood machine. So let's give something away.
Magic. Yeah.
So why don't you call the number on the screen, 855-536-6539. Say Gold Donkey. We're going to ship you this Gold Donkey, and your donation is going to go directly to help buy this ultrasound machine. 855-536-6539. Say Gold Donkey. We're going to ship you this. We're going to apply your donation to this ultrasound machine. And by the end of this telethon, we're going to have what we need to turn this facility into the nation's first and the nation's only fully operational donkey hospital. I have lots more to tell you about this. It's incredibly exciting. I'm going to take a little break from shouting, and I'll come back and tell you all about it. So call right now. Say Gold Donkey. Two people called at the same time, which is a quality problem. So the one talking to Carrie is going to get a little gray donkey, not the black donkey. So both groups of money are going to go towards this ultrasound. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I haven't said yet. There's lots of things I haven't said yet. Every $1,000 donation that comes in today, or pre or post telethon to this fundraising, is going to get a plaque on our founders wall in Texas. So we help turning this facility into a hospital. And if you help us, all help is welcome. But if you help us with a $1,000 donation or more, you're going to go on our founders wall. We already have several donors on there. Vicky is going to be on our founders wall. Barbara is going to be on our founders wall. So lots and lots of things going on. We're raising money for the ultrasound. The ultrasound machine is going to be the first piece of equipment in the nation's first and only donkey hospital. Oscar's Place is going to own and operate the donkey hospital 1 hour from the Bowie auction. And somebody already bought us the facility. So $2.5 million was given to us to buy this facility, and we own it. Now we need to turn it into a hospital. 855-536-6539. All donations are welcome. All donations go towards this equipment. All $1,000 donations go onto our foundation in the hospital in Texas. I also, for the first time ever, this is our, how many telethons have we had?
5th or 6th?
This is our 5th or 6th telethon, and this is the first time we have a sponsor. So Redwood Waste Solutions, a local waste solutions company, another $1,000. We have another $1,000 that's going to go on our founders wall. $10,000. All right, so what's happening right now is a donor named Sylvia has called in. She's on the phone right now, and she has offered to match the next $10,000 that comes in, dollar for dollar. So we're collecting her information right now. Please call now, because we're going to double that money with Sylvia's money. And if we get to $10,000 before the end of this telethon, Sylvia's going to match that with $10,000. 855-536-6539. To be matched to Hi, Sandy. So YouTube and Facebook, you're going to be a little bit out of something, but Instagram is in for a real surprise. So we have our first celebrity to join us in our telethon, Sandra Bernhardt, which I'm now besties with, so I call her Sandy Bernhardt. She is a famous comedian and actress, and she saw one of our videos about Lucille and was responded to us very positively and has been a big supporter of what we're doing. And of course, the more people that know about Oscar's Place, the better. So she asked if she could join our telethon. So, hi. Really nice to meet you.
Can you see me? Because I figure I have to talk.
I can see you absolutely perfectly. I can see you and hear you.
That's all that matters. I'm here in New York City.
Yep.
And there's nothing more romantic and emotional than thinking about a place, a safe place for the most beautiful animal I can imagine, a donkey. They're so innately beautiful and brilliant. Hi, sweetheart. I can't wait to come visit you and just like hang out with donkeys.
It's a magical place. We welcome you anytime. And I can call you Sandy, right? You sign off as Sandy. So
Absolutely.
great. Great. You can call me Ron. So, Sandy, I'm going to share something really exciting with you. We launched 5.5 years ago, and our donors and supporters have been incredible. So many generous people have come forward over the last 5 years. But donkeys are really underserved. So every equine hospital, every large animal hospital out there serves horses. All of our blood norms are horses. All of our x-rays are horses. Everything in the whole equine medical field is horse related. Somebody gave us $2.5 million, and we're going to open the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. And we're announcing that on this telethon.
This is so amazing. And where will the hospital be located?
It's going to be 1 hour north of Dallas in Texas, because the auction where we go to one particular auction where we outbid the slaughterhouse who are buying the donkeys to slaughter, and we go and outbid them. But then we ship them for 32 hours to get into our care, and they get sick on that journey. Now we're going to buy them, and within an hour and a half, they're going to be in our hospital getting treatment. So it is going to...
Amazing.
Thank you.
It's the best news I've ever heard.
Thank you.
Everybody, you know, I think donkeys are sweeping through the nation, and I think that this is just going to be a game changer.
Me too. I'm going to tell you, I was waiting to tell everybody else on all the other phones, so I'll take this opportunity talking to Sandy to share with you why I think this is so cool. So donkeys have such a bad reputation, and one of the things that we're doing with the TV show Donkey King is trying to change the perception of donkeys. But when a donkey goes to a hospital, the doctors go and hide. And I know this because doctors tell me nobody wants to help the donkey. They think they're going to get hurt or they're going to be difficult. And donkeys are just underserved. And so we are launching 2 residency programs at the hospital where students and first-year graduates with the veterinary licenses are going to work through the Oscar's Place Hospital in Texas. And at the beginning of their career, they're going to fall in love with donkeys. And what that's going to do for decades after I'm gone is that's going to change the world for donkeys, right? So if you fall in love with donkeys at the beginning of your veterinary career because Oscar's Place Hospital existed and because we had a program at UC Davis, then for the rest of your life, when a donkey comes in, you're going to raise your hand and say, let me treat that donkey. You're not going to hide from him. And that is how we change the world for donkeys.
I love this so much, and I'm urging everybody who's on with you right now to donate generously and support this, because it's a game changer for really one of the most enchanting creatures on the planet.
It is a game changer. Somebody...
Here's Rob right now.
Is this Sylvia?
Yes.
Hi, Sylvia. How are you? Great. No, you are absolutely perfect. So I'm on the phone with Sylvia. Sylvia called in and offered to match the next $10,000 that comes in. So call the number 855-536-6539. And this lovely human on the phone is going to match every dollar for dollar until we hit $10,000. So, and with that, we're going to buy an ultrasound machine, which is what we're going to use to look at lungs of sick donkeys at our new hospital. So it all ties together, and people make it possible. Sylvia?
Thanks, Sylvia.
Sandra Bernhardt said thank you for supporting. Of course. Of course. Thank you. Thank you so much for your help. All right. Thanks. Perfect. Bye.
Wow.
I couldn't really hear her.
Well, I love being here. I'm going to let you get back to work.
Great.
And, you know, we'll be in touch, and we'll just keep, you know, doing what we do.
I'm so grateful for your time. Honestly, it's attention from people like you that helps us find people.
Oh, you know what? This is the best thing about social media, that you get to connect with people that are really affecting incredible change for our planet every day. You're amazing.
And if you don't follow Sandra Bernhardt, you need to, because she is a comedian and she is an actress, but she is fighting for this planet more than she's doing those 2 things. All of her posts are about making change and making positive change and helping people and making the world a better place, and now helping donkeys. So you need to go follow her and support her the way she's supporting us. So thank you.
Thank you, honey. Thank
Of course.
you so much.
Really nice to see you.
I'm here. We'll
Thank
be in
you.
touch.
All right.
We'll keep doing it.
Thanks. Bye.
Thanks, sweetheart.
Bye.
Bye, honey.
All right, everybody, there you go. Our first celebrity appearance. That was very exciting. So we have Sylvia, who called and matched $10,000 dollar for dollar. I hope you guys are calling in to maximize that match. We had Sandra Bernhardt join and tell us how much she loves donkeys and how supportive she is. And I announced to you guys that we're opening the first and only donkey hospital that exists in the United States. It doesn't get any more exciting than that. So much so that I think we'll party. Carrie, are you on the phone? Come. I don't want anybody to judge us. It is 10:30 in the morning, and we are going to pop some champagne bottles. The dirty little secret is that this is alcohol-free champagne, but that's because it's 10:30 in the morning. But y'all, this is worth celebrating. Honestly, I want you to just take it in. What the first and only donkey hospital in the United States even means. Like, it's never happened before. There is a donkey hospital in the UK with the Donkey Sanctuary. We work very closely with them, and they're going to participate with us on the build out of this hospital. I hope I don't knock my eyeball. But this is the first. Go ahead, go ahead, go, oh, yay!
Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everybody.
The first and only donkey hospital in the United States. If that's not worth a cocktail at 10:30, I don't know what is. For those monitoring my sobriety, this is alcohol-free champagne. All right, it is 10:30. We've had celebrity appearances. We've had a $10,000 match. We've given away some goodies. Should we give away a big one? All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a warning. You're gonna wanna get your phones ready because this is one of the hottest things we give away every year. Get your phone ready to dial 855-536-6539. This is a custom handmade gourd by our volunteer Marie. It is so call and say gourd. We got another $1,000. Thank you so much. So this is she guts them out, she bakes them, or does whatever she does, and then she paints them. These are donkeys. This is such a cool ornament. I love it. It looks like it was discovered 100 years ago. So call the number, make a, I don't know, $300 donation, and say gourd. 855-536-6539. $300 donation, say gourd. We're gonna ship this to you. We have 2 more gourds coming. I think this is my favorite one. This is Grace. Grace's mom is in the hospital. So this is such a perfect example. Grace's mom is Lucille. Lucille got sick and is at UC Davis. At the Donkey Hospital in Texas, when somebody's mother gets sick, she doesn't ship to the hospital. She stays at the hospital, and Grace can see her mom. She can be in the companion stall. Now, Lucille has 3 babies, and we did ship one of them with her, so she's not there alone. But we couldn't ship them all. So Grace is separated from her mom while her mom's at the hospital, which is one of the exact issues that the Oscars Place Center for the Advancement of Donkeys is going to solve at our hospital in Texas. So somebody call $300.
How much do you want for the gourd?
300.
300.
Is that for the gourd?
For anyone worried they missed out, there are 2 more gourds today. Marie's very talented.
All right, so I'm going to remind you what we're up to. Oscar's Place has announced that we're opening the first and only donkey hospital that exists in the United States. It's going to be called the Oscar's Place Center for the Advancement of Donkeys. It's in Collinsville, Texas, which is 1 hour north of Dallas, and it's exactly 1 hour and 15 minutes from the Bowie auction. We can get our sick donkeys out of Bowie and within an hour and a half get them in treatment in our hospital. 2 donors came forward and bought us this 40-acre property that includes 3 homes, or 3 residences, 1 home, 2 apartments, and 3 barns. It includes the arena where we're going to unload, the hospital barn, and the recovery barn. So we have the facilities because 2 people made it possible. What we're raising money for is the equipment to turn it into a hospital. So the first piece of equipment that we're raising is the ultrasound. It's $28,700. Every donation goes towards this. Every $1,000 donation gets a plaque on our wall. We're gonna have this is the plaque. We're going to have a founder's wall in Collinsville, Texas, in the hospital. So if you want to be a part of launching the first and only donkey hospital in the United States, make a $1,000 donation. You're going to get a plaque with your name on it on our founder's wall in Texas. And then all of this money, the next $10,000 coming in is getting matched. So immediately we have $20,000. And all of this money is going towards the ultrasound machine. We will switch to the x-ray machine next. We have just announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States, and you guys are making that possible. I just realized I should have checked my donkey. All right. And we will, it's cold outside, so I'm delaying the first dunk as long as I can, because I'm not into the cold plunge, but we will dunk me soon. Hello, son from Alabama. Finnegan. Hi, Finnegan. We have a barn full of volunteers answering the phone. We've got a band. We got photographers. We had Sandra Bernhardt call and wish us the best of luck. We've announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. We have a $10,000 match. It's like, I've had a Red Bull. It's a lot. All right, I'm gonna put my glasses on and I'm gonna see if anybody has any notes. Prayers have been answered. I hear you, Sierra. Very happy to show got a green light for 2nd season. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We are, for the first time ever, live on YouTube. So we're on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. Let me take my hat off. Oh, you're going to determine who bought the x-ray machine.
Yes, I'm going to add it up right now. All right.
So, sorry, I got distracted. My hair is super gray. I got distracted by pin the phone number, so you can see it on YouTube because you can't see it. I don't know if we know how to pin on YouTube. It's definitely pinned on Instagram, but I will tell you, well, it looks pinned on YouTube. The number is 855-536-6539. Sorry, I have lots of phones going. I feel like an influencer. Should I be doing some like dance, like? I don't really know how that goes, but I've seen it. All right, so let's see where we are. So every $1,000 donation that comes in is getting a plaque on our founder's wall at the first and only donkey hospital in Collinsville, Texas. I've talked to you about how this is going to help prevent shipping fever. In fact, it's going to stop shipping fever in its tracks. And it's going to help inform the future of equine care with our extern program and our residency program with universities. And we'll also participate in the collection of blood samples and blood norms and work with Big Pharma to standardized donkey care. So lots and lots of big things we're going to do at this hospital. I'm so excited. It is something that Dr. Kate is going to run. So she's going to remain our head of animals. She's going to remain living in Hopland, but she's going to run that hospital. It's going to be a medical facility, so it doesn't make any sense for me to run it. Decaf for Ron. You don't want decaf for me. I've got to carry this thing for 3 hours, then I'm going to collapse. All right, let's do a giveaway. So I'm going to give away a bunch of coasters. So we have gray slate coasters with our logo on it. We're going to give away 4 coaster sets, and I'm going to give away 4 sets of 4 coaster sets because we have way too many coasters. But they're actually very cool. So call the number, make a donation of any amount, it doesn't matter to us, and we're going to send you a set of these coasters. They're actual slate with the actual edges on them. Call the number and say coaster, and we're going to send you 4. 855-536-6539. Donation of any amount. Say the word coaster, and we're going to mail you coasters. I hear the phones ringing. Let's give away some coasters. I'm not one to judge. She finished hers already. Why don't you say hi and repeat the number and take over?
Okay. Hi everyone. Call in to talk to our amazing volunteers. You don't have to call in to donate. You can just call in and say thank you or talk donkeys or say thank you to our amazing volunteers. The phone number is 855-5-DONKEY or 855-536-6539. It's also in the caption of Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The next person to call in or the next couple of people are going to win those posters that Ron showed. So these are the coasters. You guys are calling in. So you can donate any amount and we'll ship these coasters to you, a set of 4 of them.
All right, so get your screenshots ready. Ron is going to celebrate what it feels like to open the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. I hope you got your screenshot because that, I'm going to regret that idea. So, I'm going to tell you what's happening. Oh, I got champagne in my eyeballs. So, we have our first ever sponsor of a telethon. So, shout out to Redwood Waste Solutions. Shout out to Redwood Waste Solutions. Oh, I really got it. Not only did they sponsor this telethon and pay for our costs, but they seem to be the ones taking all the $1,000 donations. So they're better on the phones, they paid to make this happen, and they're making us the most money. Redwood Waste Solutions is a local company that we appreciate your support. Please follow them on social media. They have invested in us, and we would really like to say thank you to them. So shout out to Redwood Waste Solutions for helping us. I think I'm going to give the camera back to Madison, and I'm going to go rinse my eyeballs.
Was bleached.
Thank you. What?
It's a donkey rag, but it was bleached.
Okay. But there's not bleach on it.
No.
I was like, I'd rather have champagne than bleach in my eyes.
So that was alcohol-free champagne. Don't worry, everyone. volunteers are so amazing. We're all so excited. Ron already shared the amazing news, but we're opening up the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. And all the donations coming in right now are helping fund that hospital and make it a hospital and help us building it with the equipment needed and help all the sick donkeys that we get from Dubuque, Texas. So it is so, so exciting. Every donation of $1,000 or more are going to be part of our founding circle at our new hospital, and you'll get a custom plaque. So if you donate $1,000 or more to this telethon, you'll get this plaque in the first and only donkey hospital in the United States.
I don't want to do it because I have champagne all over me. Just very carefully hold it, and then Madison and I will talk about it. So, we're going to show you the Hunt Slonem painting, and Madison is going to put the bidding link in the chat. So, Hunt Slonem is a world-famous artist who my co-founder Phil runs an art gallery in Los Angeles, and one of the artists that he deals in is Hunt Slonem. I first saw Hunt Slonem in a restaurant called Restaurant Gary Danko in San Francisco. He is amazing, and he does all kinds of things, but sort of his specialty are bunnies and butterflies, parrots, tulips, and he has a very special way that he does them. And we reached out to him and said, hey, would you be willing to paint a donkey? Because bunny ears and donkey ears maybe are in the same realm. And he did. And so they're waving to you. So Hunt Slonem painted his only donkey in his entire catalog. This is an original painting. This is not a print. And it is signed on the back. Like, this is legit. So if you are an art collector or a fan of Hunt Slonem, or you're discovering Hunt Slonem for the first time, another one of these does not exist in the world. It is a custom commissioned donkey piece by famous artist Hunt Slonem. We have an online auction. There's been 3 or 4 bids on it already. At the end of this telethon, we are closing bidding, and the highest bidder is going to get it. There's not another one in the world. It's a very cool opportunity. So I ask you to please click the link and bid on this painting. This is a Hunt Slonem original, one of a kind, nothing else like it. Roxanne just made an appearance, so we have got to put this away. This is the only time you're gonna see it, so take your screenshot. Thank you, Hunt Slonem. So Kenneth just brought in Roxanne. Hi, Roxanne. Roxanne was the first orphan at Roxanne was the first orphan at Oscar's Place. And she came in to make her special appearance. So we have announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. We had 2 donors come forward and give us $2.5 million to open up a hospital to prevent shipping fever for donkeys that we rescue out of Texas, to get them completely healthy before we ever bring them to California. It is the gift of a lifetime, and we found the property and we bought the property. And this week, Kenneth and I and Madison and Dr. Kate and OB all go down there to design our game plan. But to turn the facilities into a hospital requires money. And so we are fundraising for the equipment that we're going to use to turn this facility into a hospital. So please call 855-536-6539. You're going to help donkeys like Roxanne. So Roxanne, we rescued her mother from the auction. She had 2 boys already, and then she was pregnant with the 3rd baby. Her mother gave birth almost a year ago, in July of last year, and both Mom and Roxanne were not doing well. Because we didn't have a hospital, we put them on a trailer and we sent them to the hospital, where Roxanne's mother died. Her stomach imploded, basically. Side note, really sad. When they did her necropsy, her body was full of BBs. So she had been used for target practice by some terrible people. And she was a mother of 2, trying to protect her family and also taking this abuse from people. And then we rescued, whoever shot her with BBs, dropped her at the auction. Then we rescued her, then we brought her here, then she had Roxanne, and then she died. So it's terrible that Frances died. She was a lovely donkey. But her children will never suffer that kind of abuse. And she died knowing that somebody worthwhile was taking care of her children. And more importantly, she died at a hospital, and then Roxanne had to come 3 hours home alone, not really alone because I was in the back of the trailer with her. And all of that's going to happen at our own facilities now. So, Roxanne, you want to say hi to everybody? You want to say hi to everybody? We are announcing the nation's first and only donkey hospital. It's going to be called the Center for the Advancement of Donkeys. 2 donors came forward and gave us $2.5 million to buy this facility. Today we're raising money to turn it into a hospital. All it takes is the equipment. Everything is there except the equipment.
We have $3,000 more for that.
We have $3,000 left to buy this ultrasound, and then we're moving on to the x-ray. So the number is 855-536-6539. We're matching dollar for dollar for the first $10,000 from Sylvia. We have $3,000 left, so help us get over this hump. Let's buy this ultrasound, and I'll get my first dunk tank done. So 655-536-6539, $3,000 left. Let's hit that number. We're gonna put this ultrasound in this hospital, and I'm gonna jump in the dunk tank. Every $1,000 donation today is getting their name on our founder's wall in Texas at the hospital. We're trying to raise $3,000. So the next $1,000 donation will not only get a plaque on the wall, but we'll get this art thing. Yep. So a company sent us this. This is a framed Oscars Place logo made out of barbed wire. Call and make a $1,000 donation right now. 855-536-6539. Say wire. And Madison will pack this up and send it to you. So this is literally our logo, made out of barbed wire, framed in what looks like an old barn window frame. So the next $1,000 donation will get us over the hump that we need for our ultrasound. We'll get your name on the wall on our founder's wall in Texas, and we will ship you this barbed wire art of our logo. How compelling is that? I don't know why the phones aren't ringing off the hook. 855-536-6539. Say wire. Come on, Roxanne.
Sure. See, Roxanne here is a favorite of the volunteers. They all love her. She so tragically lost her mom, but she really was adopted by the community of people here at Oscars Place, and because of this, she loves the attention. You can see her eating it up here. So she's getting her 15 minutes of fame right now, although she's pretty famous already. People love Roxanne. She has her own TV episode, for sure. So she's a favorite here at Oscars Place. Yeah, she's such a sweet girl.
Do you know, if you've already called and donated, you can call and tell whoever answers the phone what your favorite episode of Donkey King was. We just need these volunteers to be happy that they gave us their time today to answer the phones. I want the phones ringing. The next $1,000 donation that says wire is going to get that wire piece of art. But even if you've made a donation, just call. Thank them for their time. Say hi to Roxanne. Huh? Wire, you got wire.
I also just want to say that as excited as all of you are for this new donkey hospital, the staff here is even more excited. I mean, we really understand how much it'll change the game for the quality of care we can give these donkeys. And you guys are making it happen.
Somebody wanted to see a kiss to Roxanne for $1,000. The thing is, she's so misbehaved with me, she's gonna knock out my teeth.
I'm gonna give you a nosebleed.
There you go. Oh, I don't know. I think I did it off camera.
Oh, are you embarrassing?
Come here. Come here. There you go. I kissed Roxanne and she didn't knock my teeth out. Thank you for your donation. We got $1,000 for a kiss to Roxanne. We got $1,000 for the wire art. You know what that means? Bow, chicka, bow, bow. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. It's time for the dunk tank. I started to panic. I was like, tell me I changed into my swimsuit. I'm going to get ready for this. Madison and Paula will carry the telethon for a moment while I get ready to get dunked. I'll see you guys in a moment.
All right, guys, so Ron is gonna go change into his swimsuit so he can get dunked. We still have about $1,000 left for the ultrasound machine.
We just got an email from Kathy C.
Champagne.
I know, but I don't know if I should say that to the world. And she is on a cruise, and she didn't want to miss the telethon, but she was wanting to make a donation, so she just gave us $500 towards that $1,000. So thank you, Kathy. I'm going to tell you the great thing about Kathy. Kathy is very expressive and very supportive. And she emails me all the time. I watched episode 12, and here's what I loved about it. I watched Sanctuary Sunday, and here's what I loved about it. And like, we work so hard for our outgoing message. That type of feedback feels really good. So she's a great supporter. She just gave us $500. Now I'm gonna go change clothes.
So we just have $500 left for the ultrasound machine. Ron told Jake's story about how sick he was and how important that ultrasound machine will be in our hospital. So we just need $500 more towards that ultrasound machine. The next person to call in will also get some giveaways. So you can donate any amount, and you're gonna get this adorable donkey hat. So call 855-5DONKEY or 855-536-6539. Say hat, and we will ship you this donkey hat. You can donate any amount, and we will send this adorable little hat to you. Ron is about to get dunked. Hey, Amber. Paula, get over here. Paula is our adoption coordinator. She is so important to our mission. And how many donkeys have we got adopted? How many donkeys has Paula adopted?
11 so far?
11 donkeys since she started working here, and like 20 pending.
Yeah, we have about 20 pending right now.
We very thoroughly vet our adopters. They're so important, and that is exactly what Paula does. She trains these donkeys, gets them ready for adopters, and even after the adoption, she works so closely, providing resources for our adopters and just making sure our donkeys are as happy as possible. So thank you, Paula.
Anybody need donkeys out there?
Yeah.
Give me a call. You can call me directly.
So the next person to call in and donate any amount is going to get this donkey hat. We will ship it to you. We'll get your address and ship it to your home. Call 855-536-6539. Get this adorable donkey hat. The phone number is also in the chat, so you can just click on that and call us. You don't have to call to donate. You can also call to say thank you to our volunteers. They are here on a Saturday answering phones, helping us raise money. We're the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. It is very exciting. I'm gonna go through the chat to see if there's any questions. So we don't sell this hat in our shop. This was donated by one of our volunteers, and we are going to send it to you. It's a brand new hat. It is adorable. So if you call in, donate any amount, we will send this hat to you. And then we'll also send you this tote. So call in, say hat, and we'll mail you this tote and hat. Any callers? I think we're a little bit behind, so I'll blame it on that. Everyone is very excited about the hospital. We cheers to it earlier. Ron is getting changed right now to go into the dunk tank. We still have $500 left to raise towards our ultrasound machine. Our ultrasound machine is so important in getting these donkeys healthy and finding out what is actually going on so we can continue to treat it. Ron is changed, so we're gonna move over to our dunk tank.
Thank you for your support. We appreciate you.
All right, guys. We raised the money for the ultrasound. We're gonna dunk me, then we're gonna come back and we're gonna raise money for the blood machine.
Yes.
Great. Let's do it. Let's dunk Ron.
Yeah, I'll take them off. It's just, you know me. Switch this. That way. That way. Thank you. If you're not answering a phone, you can come over and watch the dunk if you want.
Get a photo of me.
I got a video, yeah. Oh, they've been here. They're picking it up at one.
No.
Do you want Marie to do the first throw? What you'll do for the donkeys.
$5,000 for a flash. You saw testicles, $5,000. We're gonna wait just a moment. Come out, right?
Yes, yeah, the phones are still ringing. Yes.
So we have raised enough money to buy an ultrasound machine. Today we announced that Oscar's Place is opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. Somebody's very bothered by the wind. And we have the facilities. We need the equipment. So today's telethon is raising money for the equipment. And we just raised enough money to buy an ultrasound machine. So I'm going to get dunked, then I'm going to be grumpy, then we're going to raise money for the blood machine. Who has the balls?
They're right
Oh
over
my
there.
God, if they don't have them, then that's...
No, they're right here.
Who wants to throw? Who has anger? Paula has anger issues. She wants to get out her frustration on me. So Jen, hold the phone for Paula. This is like this thing.
Oh, sorry.
Where's the line?
Anywhere you want.
Wait.
Oh. Oh no.
Why are you laughing, Paula? I wasn't even ready. Did she do that or did I
No.
have it?
Well, we'll have to do it again. We have to run
We're
it
not
back.
doing it again. No! It's the end of June. Why is it cold outside? 855 Donkey. Please call and make donations. We're raising money to build a hospital. On September 5th of 2026, we're going to open the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. You're going to make that happen today. Every $1,000 donation goes a plaque on the wall for our founders' wall in Texas. Let's open a hospital. I'm going to go warm up. Kenneth is going to take over camera duties. Bye, guys. How do I get out? I'm going to say, how do I get out?
Everything's starting to blow off the tables. Is what
Oh,
it's like.
yeah.
Thank you to everyone for your help dunking Ron. That was as enjoyable for us as it was for all of you, I can guarantee you. Things are going great today. We have some really great giveaway stuff today. I mean, we've always had good stuff at the telethons, but today, the gourds, we have a blanket with one of our donkeys' faces printed on it. We have some small-scale billboards of the ones we had up. We have a lot of really cool stuff today. We were all talking with a little bit of envy about how cool the prizes were today. Ooh, sure. Let's see, what should we give away?
Yeah, just say patches and we'll send it to you.
All right, we have one of our smaller items, but one of our sweeter. I like this a lot. We have a picture of Patches here printed on a wood block. Any donation, just call in and ask for your picture of Patches. We're happy to send it to you. And he's one of our sweetest donkeys. He's been here a long time. You're probably all pretty familiar with him, but if you're not, he came to us from the auction really emaciated, really struggling, really dehydrated. His skin was falling off in patches, hence his name. And since then, we've managed to bring him back to health, and he's become one of our happiest and healthiest residents. Unfortunately, he is mostly blind because of this experience, but really, he's loving life out there. I mean, we get calls a couple times a week asking if he has an issue because he's napping so hard. People are worried that maybe he's having a medical issue. But he just passes out in the sun and loves life out there. So he's a really sweet donkey. And for this printout picture of him, just call in and ask for your picture of Patches with any donation. I'm not sure who was able to make this for us today, but it's very cool. This is one of my favorite donkeys. I love him a lot. He's just so happy out there. I know I keep saying it, but you know, a lot of our donkeys, they come to us and they're nervous, they've had past trauma. But even though Patches clearly has been through some really bad things in his life and some really serious neglect, he has learned to trust people so much and be so comfortable and happy with us that he really is just thriving here at Oscar's Place. And he loves spending time with the volunteers. Some of the other younger boy donkeys in the pasture play with Patches, and Patches is happy to play back. He used to have his own stall because we were worried about him being able to make his way around out in the pasture. So we used to put him up at night and give him his own special feeding. But since then, he's become so comfortable with the pasture, roaming the upper and the lower pasture, and eating at the feeder with the other donkeys that we just let him stay out full time now. And he really loves it out there. And he's doing great. He makes his way up and down both those pastures with the very limited amount of vision he has. So he's really a trooper here. Just call in, and with any donation, we have this picture of Patches for you. It's not up yet, but I can see here a blanket on the table with a picture of a donkey we have, Clark, on it. One of my favorite pictures of any donkey we've taken at Oscar's Place, I think. It's him peeking through the stall door. He unfortunately really injured his leg, so had to be on stall rest for a long time. But he is an active donkey that really wants attention. Hey. Do we have somebody claiming a picture of Patches here? We have a picture of Patches up here. Anyone with the donation is free to claim it. Perfect. Awesome. We have a winner of our Patches. In fact, someone who sponsors him as their guardian. So that's really great.
That works.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much. As for our story of Clark, he was stuck on stall rest for a long time. And Dr. Kate, our on-staff vet now, who has really elevated the quality of care we can give to these animals, through some really intensive rehabilitation work, has gotten him to where he's out in his own small pasture now, and he gets taken on walks every day. And he's really improved a lot. And he is as feisty and active as ever. Anytime I walk past his pasture with any other donkey, he follows me the whole way on the fence and is braying the whole time. He really cannot get enough of attention from people, attention from other donkeys, attention from Orca, our barn cat, walking by. He just wants to be noticed and loved. So he's really sweet. He's one of our favorites here among the staff. And I think upcoming, at some point today, we'll have a blanket with his picture on it. So I like that one a lot.
So right now we are raising funds for the blood machine for the hospital. Kenneth, do you want to talk about how important the blood machine is?
The blood machines are really important. In fact, before we had our own machines, we used to send blood off for blood work multiple times a week, which was a huge expense for us, and it just took us days sometimes to get back results on the animals. And so having our own blood machine not only saves us a lot of money, but it means that we can, within hours of taking the blood, have results back and be making medical choices for that donkey's health based on those results. So having our own blood analyzing machines is really valuable to us. Something made possible by our on-staff vet, Dr. Kate, who has trained many of our team to use this now and read the results. It's a really important piece of equipment that really means we can give the donkeys immediate care when they're in dire need.
Yeah. So every donation that comes in now is going towards our blood machine. So you can help fund our blood machine at our hospital. Call 855-536-6539. Donate any amount towards this blood machine. Everything is really appreciated.
We really appreciate you all so much. I mean, we were so lucky and are so grateful to have those two donors that were able to get the property for us. But the property without any of the equipment is, I mean, still a great gift. But the equipment is what really changes it just from an intake into a hospital, which is really incredible that we're able to set up and we're going to be able to run. And it looks like Ron King is drying off and coming back. Ron hasn't been drinking energy drinks for a while. He's drinking one today. Yeah, this hospital that we're able to set up is really exciting. And it really is like a different level of care we're able to give the donkeys. I mean, even here with our on-staff vet, we just don't have the facilities built to provide the same level of care that we will be able to at this donkey hospital. Lucky enough for us, we're able to work with UC Davis here, but having our own hospital facilities and being able to make sure that the donkeys from the auction are able to be seen sooner, don't have as long and as tough of a transport. They'll never get as sick in the first place. They'll be treated almost immediately for the illnesses they do have. And it also means for the donkeys here at Hopland that we won't have sick donkeys being intaken on property. So the herd here will be able to stay much healthier, and it'll be much easier to manage these donkeys as well. And Ron is back.
I'm back, everybody. So let's do a little bit of appreciation to everybody. Let's start with, this is going to be very tricky. This is Dave and Stephanie, our entertainment. So we want to say thank you. Sorry, there's one of these says very bad connection. We want to say thank you guys for bringing, like you bring the vibe, and it'd be really weird without you here. And so we're really grateful, and you give me something to dance to. So thank you guys for coming. Is there anything we can do about that? I don't know what that means. It says SOS, but it also has internet. So.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
All right. That's YouTube, right?
Yes.
So hopefully YouTube, you're okay with this, with the connection. Everybody else, hi. So we got Instagram. Hi, Jody. Hi, LPK. We got Facebook and we've got YouTube. I just got dunked. And we announced that Oscar's Place is opening, the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. So we will share lots and lots of information about this. But we needed a solution for the sick donkeys coming out of Bowie, Texas. And we've been working on it for years, but it's a very complicated solution. we found through Dr. Kate an opportunity to buy an equine hospital. And I reached out to my donors and said, I found a solution, but it's $2.5 million and I don't have it. So like, should we do it? Can we do it? Can we not do it? And 2 people came forward with $2.5 million. One person gave me $1 million, one person gave me $1.5 million. And they said, go build the donkey hospital. I can't believe it. I can't believe people trust me with that money. I can't believe people are that generous. I can't believe what a difference it's gonna make. And so we bought this property in Collinsville, Texas. This is there's 2 barns and an arena. There's gonna be a hospital barn and a recovery barn. The massive arena is going to be our intake. There's 3 residences for the team that's gonna run it. All the facilities are there. It's 40 acres, an hour 15 from the Bowie auction. So we are going to own the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. This is going to be donkey specific, donkey only. It's a really, really big deal. And we're going to be able to get sick donkeys out of Bowie and get them in our care in an hour and a half. An hour and a half after buying these donkeys, they're going to be in our hospital receiving our care under Dr. Kate's orders. It is unbelievable and it is a game changer. So 2 people bought us the facilities. So $2.5 million bought us what we need. To turn it into a hospital, we need equipment. Now, one of the cool things about this is that when Dr. Kate got here, and we had somebody help us buy the trailers that turned into the vet lab and her offices and Madison's office. Another donor, who I saw on here earlier, bought Dr. Kate's equipment. So we know exactly what blood machine and CBC machine we want, and we're gonna buy the exact same one in Texas. That's gonna allow both of the machines to talk to each other. So we are raising money now to buy the blood machine that is gonna turn this facility into a hospital. So it's $39,440. Please help us get to this number by calling 855-536-6539. And we are going to, over the summer, order and receive this blood machine and put it in this facility to open the first donkey hospital in the United States. Madison's updating our goals. It's very exciting. I want to give away a bunch of coasters. So we have 4 coaster sets, 4 sets of 4. Call and make a donation of any size. Doesn't matter to me the size. Make a donation of any size and say the word coaster, and we're going to ship you some coasters. They're slate coasters. Really cool slate coasters. We bought them and sold them on the shop. This was back in the day. Not a single person bought them, so obviously it wasn't a great idea. So now we're giving them away. So they're slate coasters with our logo. Call and make a donation of any amount and say the word coaster, and we're going to ship you 4 coasters. All donations are going to go towards the blood machine, which is going to go in the first and only donkey hospital in the United States, which is at a facility in Collinsville, Texas, which we now own. Every $1,000 donation that comes in today is going to go on a plaque on our founder's wall at our hospital in Texas. So if you want to be on that wall, call and make a $1,000 donation, and we're going to put you on our founder's wall. Donation of any size is also perfectly welcome, and the next 4 donations of any size that say the word coaster are going to get a coaster. And the phones aren't ringing. Let's go. Let's just call. Get some free coasters, y'all. You only have to donate $5 to get a free coaster. Get some free coasters. 855-536-6539. Make a donation of any size, and we're going to send you some coasters. I'm reading all these comments on YouTube. Thank you so much for these comments. All right, so call now. Let's get some coasters. So 4 sets of coasters. Make a donation of any size. Doesn't matter to me. We're going to ship you coasters. Everybody likes free stuff. Let's go. 855-536-6539. Set of 4 coasters. Look how cute this is. This is a little baby trim. Obviously the farriers were in here and did a little trim. This is a little baby hoof clipping. Okay, 855-536-6539. 855-5-DONKEY. 855-536-6539. Say the word coaster. We're shipping you 4 free coasters. We're gonna pay for shipping. The coasters are free. Make a donation of any size. Doesn't matter to us the size. We just got a comment that the music is beautiful. Welcome to the Oscars Place Telethon. We're popping bottles. We're making big announcements. We're an hour and a half in. We're giving away coasters. Madison is updating our finances right now. I'm going to be able to share with you what we're doing. So we have announced that we have purchased property to open the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. There's an up close of the hospital barn and the recovery barn and the receiving arena. This has been purchased by 2 donors. This is done and this is happening. Now we need to put the equipment in it. So right now we're raising money for the blood machine. It's a $40,000 piece of equipment that is going to allow us to instantly diagnose donkeys that arrive in the hospital. Any donation today is going to go towards the purchase of this equipment and also going to get a free set of coasters. So please call 855-536-6539. Let's buy us a blood machine. Hello, Carrie. Carrie has joined. Carrie, you missed Roxanne. Roxanne was in here a little bit ago. All right, guys, call in, say hi to our volunteers. They have given us their Saturday. They don't want to sit around staring at each other. They want to talk to you.
So far you've raised $35,000.
Wow. So we're at $35,000. What that does, and that includes the $10,000 from Sylvia, that includes the $10,000 match. And so Sylvia's donation came in and got matched. Then the rest of you called in. Every $1,000 donation is going onto our Founders Wall at our hospital in Collinsville, Texas. This is what the Founders Wall will look like. So we have raising up money to buy the ultrasound. Now we're raising money for the blood machine. We need to hit 40. So how much was the ultrasound? We're at 36. So we need $30,000 left to buy this blood machine, which is going to go into this facility. Carrie, I don't know if you were on, so I'm going to redo the announcement because you've joined and because I know how much you'll love this. We are opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. We had 2 donors come forward and give us $2.5 million and tell us to go buy a hospital. So we bought a facility in Collinsville, Texas. We're 1 hour from the Bowie auction. Now when we buy donkeys from the auction, in an hour and a half, they're going to be in an Oscars Place hospital, getting Oscars Place level care from Oscars Place veterinarians. No more shipping fever, no more 32-hour trailer rides. We will not bring those donkeys to Texas until they're completely healthy. This is game-changing for donkeys. It's not only going to help us facilitate better rescue, it's going to help us facilitate more rescue. So we're going to go from 3 a year to 6 a year. So we're going to double the number of times we go to the auction. All of our donkeys are going to go to the Oscars Place Hospital. We're calling it the Center for the Advancement of Donkeys on purpose. That means 2 things. It means actually advancing physical donkeys out of Bowie, Texas into our hospital. So we're actually advancing them out of the slaughter pipeline. It also means elevating donkeys in general. So we have residency programs in development with 2 universities. We're going to do both student programs and graduate programs. And we're going to make people fall in love with donkeys at the beginning of their career. so that for the rest of their career, for the next 40 years, we have a special guest coming in. They raise their hand to treat donkeys. And so we are advancing the world of donkeys, literally and figuratively. So let's give away some more stuff. Coasters. We haven't given away the coasters. Nobody wants these coasters. Free coasters. I have 4 sets of 4. All you do is make a donation of any size whatsoever, and say the word coaster, and we're shipping you a 4-pack of coasters. 855-536-6539. Yeah, let's talk about the painting. All right, I'm going to talk about another piece of art that we're going to sell. So this is very cool. This was donated. There's an artist that is having a show currently at Phil Selway's gallery in Los Angeles called the Hamilton Selway Fine Art Gallery. The artist's name is Patrick Guetta, and he has very cool art. I'm going to show you a piece of it right now, and then he has done something very special to this piece of art, and then has donated it to us. And so 100% of the proceeds go directly to the donkeys. So it is a lithograph, which means that it is a print of an original painting. It says, "Be kind to every kind." So it is an animal welfare, animal love piece of art. But then to make it special, he took the lithograph and he personally, heavily hand-painted over the lithograph. So it is a one-of-a-kind, hand-painted lithograph by artist Patrick Guetta called "Be Kind to Every Kind." It's 22 inches by 30 inches, and it's framed, and it's hand-painted by the artist. This is $5,000. So anybody who calls and says they want it and makes a $5,000 donation, say giraffe, to let us know this is what you want. But we're going to bring this up a couple times before the end. But this is a hand-painted lithograph from artist Patrick Guetta called "Be Kind to Every Kind." It's 22 by 30, it's framed, and it's heavily hand-painted, so it's unique and one-of-a-kind by the artist, and it's in the lane of animal welfare, and it's $5,000. So if you would like to buy this painting, call and make a $5,000 donation, and we'll have it shipped to you. You can also call and say Donkey King. Call and say Donkey King, make a donation of any size, and I'm going to write a little note to you, and we are going to ship you a Donkey King billboard. We bought these billboards with Lamar Advertising. They came and gave us these as a keepsake, and we are auctioning them off for you. So call 855-536-6539. Make a donation of any size. Say billboard. And I'm going to sign this, and we're going to ship it to you. 855-536-6539. Hi, Lucy. All right, guys, I want you to call. Just call and talk to our volunteers. Even if you don't make a donation, just call and talk to them. Thank them for answering the phones. Thank them for giving us their Saturday. Ask about your favorite donkey. 855-536-6539. Paula, who do you have?
William?
Bring him over.
Oh my gosh, of course you can. Thank you so much. It's wonderful. I was
Come here, William.
Come on, buddy. Come on. Come
Hi. Hi.
It's in the volunteer center, so that black building with the bathrooms.
Okay. This is William. Come here, William. Say hi. Sweet boy. Sweet William was rescued with his mom, Earl Grey, in October. Then Earl Grey had baby Johnny, so he's got a little brother here. He is the sweetest donkey. Hi, William. And he's a perfect example of a donkey that will go straight from the Bowie auction into the Oscars Place Center for the Advancement of Donkeys, go into the first and only donkey hospital in the United States, and get completely healthy before we ever put him on a trailer and bring him to California. Call and say Donkey King, make a donation of any size. I'm going to sign this to you and send it to you. 855-536-6539.
Try to get Earl Grey in here and Johnny.
And what is your billing? No, you can hang out and
For those of you waiting for us to get to the final gourd, you need to call and get the billboard first. Any size donation, doesn't matter to us. 855-536-6539. Look at all these people on the phone. So wonderful.
Do we still have posters?
Yes. Are we boring you, Pam?
I'm sorry, I was just like, up early.
Welcome to the Oscars Place Telethon. We're announcing really big and exciting things. I'll walk you through that announcement again. The next person that makes a donation of any size and wants a signed billboard, I'm going to sign this and send it to you. 855-536-6539. We're raising money for the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. I'll share all those details with you soon. We got a barn full of volunteers answering the phone. We had Sandra Bernhardt join us earlier. We're doing giveaways. We're selling art. We have an art auction.
I'm not going to tell anybody that this is a sticky
someone asked, has Layla given birth yet?
Layla has not given birth yet.
Billboard?
Billboard! I don't know where I put it.
I'm ready.
Okay, Thomas, thank you so much for your donation today. We appreciate it. We'll get the posters headed your way. Okay, I'm waiting for you right now. You're watching. Thank you.
Carrie, I signed the billboard for you. We're giving away coasters. Anybody who makes a donation of any size and says the word coaster, we're going to send you a set of 4 slate coasters.
most of the coasters.
Oh, we've given away most of the coasters. 855-536-6539 is the number to call. We're going to do another giveaway.
Cutting board, that's our logo.
This is a cutting board, a custom cutting board with the Oscars Place logo cut out of it, and a donkey, hello sweet cheeks, towel. So a custom Oscars Place cutting board made out of something very cool, some cool material, and a sweet cheeks. So this is, let's make a $100 donation. Call and make a $100 donation. Make the volunteers scream out sweet cheeks, and we're going to mail this to you. 855-536-6539. Make a donation of $100. Say sweet cheeks, and we're going to send you this cutting board and towel. It was Barnaby. You could have just asked me. All right, who wants the sweet cheeks? This is a really cool custom cutting board with the Oscars Place logo and a sweet cheeks towel. The next $100 donation is going to have this mailed to them, but I want to hear a volunteer scream out sweet cheeks to me. 855-536-6539. $100 donation, scream sweet cheeks. And we're going to mail this to you. I can't believe how cold it is today for me to be in the duck tank. Hello everybody, welcome to the Oscars Place Telethon. We are an hour 45 in, so just over halfway through. We've made some big announcements today. We're getting ready to do a volunteer switch out shift of phone answering, and then I'm going to walk you through all of our announcements, because there's been some really exciting announcements. Okay, we're switching out the volunteers. Bye, William. So we're in a little bit of a volunteer switchover. We have these amazing volunteers. I'll tell you what's so amazing about these volunteers. We do fecal testing for parasites, and the volunteers have been out. Somebody's waving to you. The volunteers have been out with baggies collecting poop for the last 2 hours. Now they're coming in to answer phones. Hopefully haven't washed their hands. But these volunteers work so hard for us. They do such incredible work. I'm so grateful for them. And I don't want them to sit here bored. So please call, even if you've already donated. Calling and talking to them is a huge thing. Ask for an update on your favorite donkey. Thank them for what they're doing. You don't have to make a donation to call the phone. We just need the phones ringing. 855-536-6539. Not yet. We're waiting for the cutting board, $100 donation. Scream out sweet cheeks. It's a custom cutting board with the Oscars Place logo and a sweet cheeks towel. I have one of these in my house. It's a very cool material. It's perfect for the kitchen. It's actually very, very cool. Make a $100 donation and have the volunteer that answers the phone scream out the word sweet cheeks. And we're going to mail this to you. 855-536-6539. We have a cutting board. All right, so while the volunteers are switching over, I'm gonna walk you through our big announcement. Oscar's Place is opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. We're gonna work on it all summer, and we're going to open the hospital in Collinsville, Texas, 1 hour north of Dallas on September 5th. And we're gonna do our first rescue on September 6th. Sorry. So, we needed a solution to not ship sick donkeys for 32 hours to get to California. There's something called shipping fever. They were getting sicker en route, and we needed a solution. But of course, it was very difficult and complicated to solve. So Dr. Kate helped us find a facility. I then went to my donors and said, we can buy a hospital, and we can not only prevent shipping fever, but we can get them healthy there. But I need the money because I don't have the money. And 2 donors came forward with $2.5 million. So one donor gave us $1 million, one donor gave us $1.5 million. Those 2 donors said, go buy your hospital. So we bought this facility. It is a 40-acre facility with this infrastructure in place. So this is the arena where we will receive donkeys. This is what the arena looks like on the inside. The sick donkeys are gonna go this way. This is the hospital barn. It's a 14-stall hospital barn. The healthy donkeys will go this way. This is a 10-stall recovery barn. And then once they are clear, they're gonna go out into all these pastures and live their lives. This pasture, this pasture, this pasture, and that pasture. Then, every time we get about 15 healthy donkeys, we're going to transport those donkeys to Northern California, where we have 2, soon to be 3 locations where those donkeys can then either get on an adoption path or be sanctuary. So this was the missing step. We were getting sick donkeys and putting them on a trailer for 32 hours and getting them to California. We now can get them healthy before they ever make that trip. So the Oscar's Place Center for the Advancement of Donkeys, it is named that way on purpose. I'll walk you through the different ways in which we're going to advance donkeys. The Oscar's Place is opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. Now, 2 people helped us buy these facilities, which is amazing. I am blown away with that level of generosity. But to turn this into a hospital, we need equipment. So we've already raised money for the ultrasound. We're currently raising money for the blood machine. We're about $28,000 shy for the blood machine. So this is a CBC and chemical analyzer. It's the same equipment that we have here in Hopland. So the 2 machines can talk to each other. And this is going to be the equipment that goes into, oops, I'm holding it backwards. That goes into this facility and makes this facility a hospital. It's the equipment in this facility that turns it into a hospital, and that's what we're raising money for today, to buy this equipment. So please call 855-536-6539. All donations are going directly to this blood machine. Madison is bringing over a giveaway. How cute. So the next 2 people who call and say coffee, which I need right now, will get these really cute coffee mugs. So these, I don't know if they're hand painted. I don't think so, but these are gorgeous. Gorgeous coffee mugs that come in really great boxes. You can turn these boxes into recipe boxes after you use them. So we have 2 that we're gonna give away. So call and make a donation of any amount and say the word coffee, and we're gonna ship you a coffee mug. Every donation goes towards the buying of the blood machine. We're giving away 2 coffee mugs. Call and say the word coffee. 2 winners will get coffee mugs shipped to them. And we're buying blood machines. Every donation of $1,000 or more is going to get a plaque that goes onto the founder's wall at our hospital in Texas. So if you missed it, we're opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. It's 1 hour north of Dallas in Texas. And every donation of $1,000 will get on the founder's wall, where will all the ongoing funds come from to fund the staff for the hospital. So we have multiple fundraising campaigns in place. We have an operating budget. We have been building our operating budget over the last couple of years, and we got 2 coffee mugs. Both coffee mugs are gone. So we have a plan in place to cover the operating budget. We would never expand without a plan in place for the operating budget. But this is the launch budget that we're raising money for today. Every donation of $1,000 or more gets a plaque on our founders wall at our hospital in Texas. We have announced that Oscar's Place is opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. It's going to open we're going to work on it all summer, and it's going to open on September 5th. And right now we're raising money for a blood machine to put in the hospital. The blood machine is what will turn the facility into a hospital. So please call. Every donation is going towards this. 855-536-6539.
Okay, yeah, no, take your time because I'm just learning how to do this myself.
And then Billy and
A couple other things while everyone's answering the phones. If I donate through Zelle, will it count towards the match? Yes, it will count towards the match. We had 2 matches going on. We had a $10,000 match in the telethon in the moment, and that match has been matched. So that $10,000 turned into $20,000, and that's done. Then my co-founder has who's also the chairman of our board, has a $50,000 match that started a couple days before the telethon and will go a couple days after the telethon. So yes, your Zelle donation will be matched. We're going to move out to the dunk tank soon, unfortunately. We're raising money for the hospital. So while the volunteers are answering the phone, there's 2 different art things happening right now. So there's a Hunt Slonem original piece of art that we are auctioning off. The auction is online. We'll get the link in the chat. We're going to close this auction at the end of this broadcast, and the highest bidder is going to get an original Hunt Slonem, which is a donkey painted after Viejo. And then we have a Patrick Guetta lithograph that says, "Be kind to all kind." It's a giraffe lithograph. I'll show you a picture of it in a moment. And the artist sat down and hand painted over the lithograph. So it's a one of a kind and it's framed. And we're selling that for $5,000. Madison's giving me a picture of it right now. And Madison, will you drop the Hunt Slonem auction in the chat? So Madison's going to put the auction to the Hunt Slonem piece of art in the chat for each platform. So if you want to bid on it, it is gorgeous. It is one of a kind. It is an original painting. Hunt Slonem is a world famous artist. He does bunnies and butterflies and parrots and tulips. And he did his first ever donkey. And we are auctioning that off online. That link is coming in the chat. And then separately, we have a Patrick Guetta print lithograph that he then set down and hand painted on top of. It is in the animal welfare space. It says, "Be kind to every kind," and it is framed. And we are basically selling this for $5,000. If you want this, make a $5,000 donation. Say the word giraffe, so we know it's you, and we will have this shipped to you. 855-536-6539. So I'm going to introduce you guys to Dr. Kate, who some of you may know, some of you may not know. Dr. Kate, we've got Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, and we've been talking about this hospital. So so many things that we do. We always do the best that we can do at Oscar's Place. That only gets better over time. And of the million things that Dr. Kate brought that made us better at what we do, she brought knowledge and awareness. And she came to me starting in last October, and said, you cannot keep shipping these sick donkeys for 32 hours. Now, that's very complicated. Like, it's a great idea to have, but like, how do you solve that? How do you find the facility? How do you raise the money? How do you find the staff? It's very complicated. But she, serendipity, for those of you that believe in vision boards or serendipity, it's crazy. And then you put my work ethic behind it, and it just doesn't. So she sent me a link, and she's like, hey, you might want to check this out. Now, it was a very expensive hospital that we started exploring. That deal ended up falling apart, but it opened up the idea of opening a hospital. We then found a property in Collinsville, Texas. This is it. So it is 1 hour north of Dallas. It is 1 hour and 15 minutes from the auction, and it is, from a facilities standpoint, completely built out. The problem is it costs $2.5 million. So we went to some of our donors and we said, we need to stop doing this, but it's complicated. We have found a solution, but we don't have $2.5 million. And two people gave us $2.5 million. One person gave us $1 million, one person gave us $1.5 million, and they said, go buy that hospital. And it is, we're still, sometimes when I say it, I'm like, is it true? Am I telling the truth, or am I just having a dream and I'm excited? We got $2.5 million to buy it. So we bought this facility, which has a giant covered arena, which is where we will receive our donkeys. The sick donkeys will go into the hospital barn. The healthy donkeys will go into the recovery barn. What makes the facilities a hospital is the equipment. And that is what we're raising money for today. So this is a blood machine. I think last time I looked at, we're about $22,000 from the blood machine. It's the same blood machine we have here. So the machines will talk to each other. All of it will come to Kate's phone so she can manage the whole thing from her phone. And we know that these are the ones that she wants. They're tested, tried, and true, and we're raising money for this. The facilities are there. It's the equipment that makes it a hospital. 855-536-6539. And can I just say, I'm going to pour Kate champagne. I'm going to let her talk a little bit. We own a hospital, y'all. Like donkeys, the most underserved equine in the world, now have a dedicated hospital, and it's just incredible. It's incredible what we have built together, and it's incredible what it means for the world of donkeys. And so I'm going to let Dr. Kate talk a little bit about why she's excited about this hospital while I pour her a glass of champagne.
Champagne on the job.
Don't tell her it's alcohol-free.
Yes. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I'm sorry I'm so awkward in front of camera, but I guess I had, Ron has asked me for a wish list multiple times, and I had like made one on a whiteboard once, and it's funny because I put Donkey Hospital on there with a little like winky face, not thinking that it would come to fruition. And I've been in this job less than a year, and it's already happening. Pretty amazing. Edgar, you should come stand here.
I'm curious, Dr. Kate, could you tell us some of the big pieces of equipment that we're looking for today for this donkey hospital?
Well, so, I mean, the blood machines are probably a big ticket item, and then we need to have an x-ray machine inside there, as well as, additional nebulizers for respiratory support. We're looking at a few different options to try to be able to set up oxygen so that we can supply that for the really sick ICU cases. We sort of essentially need all the same like surgical tools and equipment that we have here.
So let me tell you what's going to happen. When we get donkeys so we're outbidding the slaughterhouse when we buy these. Kenneth has gone with me and Madison has gone with me. We have done this firsthand. And we get them and we put them on a trailer. And for 5 years we've said, as quickly as possible, let's get them under the care of Oscar's Place. And I'm going to tell you what's happening. Some of them have pneumonia or strangles, and we put them on, they're sick when we put them on the trailer, and they're way sicker when they get here. So 32 hours, something called shipping fever kicks in, and immune compromised or already sick donkeys get even sicker and have sometimes died. We are also putting healthy donkeys in an enclosed space with sick donkeys for 32 hours. So the healthy donkeys that we're getting are also sick when they get here. So it's just sickness everywhere. Now, And we were doing the best we could. They weren't being slaughtered. We still saved them, and we still got them to Oscar's place. But it was more like, what is that like? When a plane is going towards the ground and you stop it just in time. Like, we stopped the disaster from happening, but there was still a disaster coming. Now, here's what's going to happen. Kenneth and I and Madison are going to go to the auction. We're going to identify, with your support, which donkeys we're going to rescue. Then Kenneth is going to swab those donkeys before we ever even own them. Take those swabs to Dr. Kate, who will be waiting at the hospital. Dr. Kate is going to run the test at the hospital with the machine that you're helping us buy right now, and then tell us number 5314 has strangles. Number 5319 has the flu. We're gonna know before we ever buy the donkeys what's wrong with them. Then we're gonna have a healthy trailer, so the donkeys that are not sick, we're gonna load and we're gonna get to Oscar's place and we're gonna put them in the recovery barn. Then we're gonna have a sick trailer. And the donkeys that are sick are gonna get on our trailer, and within 2 hours of being purchased, are gonna be under Dr. Kate's care in the Oscar's Place Hospital. We're gonna know exactly what's wrong with them when they arrive, and we're gonna be ready. Like, if that doesn't fucking blow your mind, sorry. If that doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will. Like, it has taken, we are the best, we have the best in class care at Oscar's Place. And we have just taken that and accelerated that on steroids. It is unbelievable the good we're gonna get to do for these donkeys. We're going to do more rescues, and we're going to do rescue better. And that is incredible. So that we're gonna toast.
Yes.
Cheers, everybody. The first and only donkey hospital in the United States. Thanks to you guys. It is alcohol free. I hope it's alcohol free because I've had a lot of it. Anybody out there who's monitoring my sobriety, this is alcohol free champagne.
Oh, babe needs some.
All right, Dr. Kate's going to get back to work, but she is the one that's going to run this facility. It is a medical facility. It will be under her domain. We're so grateful for her, and it's incredible how much good we're going to do for donkeys. Kenneth and Babe are leaving. Babe runs this place. So there you got the big announcement and the big story. We're raising money for this blood machine. This is what's going to make that possible, but we can't afford it yet. So we're asking you to please call 855-536-6539 and donate towards this blood machine. Every $1,000 donation is going to go on our founder's wall on a plaque. Every $1,000 donation that comes in today is getting a plaque on our founder's wall at the first and only hospital in the United States. And I will say to you, just call and say hi to our volunteers. These people gave us their Saturday to answer these phones. So even if you've already donated, will you please just call and thank them for what they're doing? Ask them for an update on your favorite donkey. 855-536-6539. Oh, and I was getting ready to do this when Dr. Kate walked in. We have quilted, handmade, super cute donkeys. And we have 3 of them. The next 3 people to call, make a donation of any size. This one has eyelashes. Say quilt, and we're gonna send you one of these. There's 3 of them. We've announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States in Collinsville, Texas, and we're giving away quilted donkeys. 855-536-6539. Sorry about the Zelle tag. I have too much going on. I'm really sorry, but it is on our website, and I can send it to you later. 855-536-6539. Just thank these lovely people. Quilt, we got a quilt. We got 2 more quilts. Welcome to the Oscar's Place Telethon. We've got about 45 minutes left. 855-536-6539 is the number to call. These lovely volunteers are answering the phone. We've got live music. We got another donkey. All 3 donkeys are gone, so thank you so much for that. They're super cute. I did not get one. We've announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. It's going to be called the Oscars Place Center for the Advancement of Donkeys. This property has already been purchased. We had 2 donors come forward, give us the money to buy this property. We now own it. It's owned by Oscar Place. To turn it into a hospital, we're buying the equipment. And that's what we're raising money for today. This is the next piece of equipment that we're raising money for. It is a $40,000 blood and chemical panel machine. This is going to allow us to get our diagnostic testing done to determine exactly what's wrong with our donkeys under Dr. Kate's care. But we have a hospital, guys. The first and only donkey hospital in the United States. Please call and help us buy this blood machine. 855-536-6539. Every $1,000 donation today is going on our founder's wall at the hospital in Texas. Here's what your plaque will look like on the founder's wall in Texas.
And we can update our.
Great. We just hit $40,000. So we're now $26,000 shy of the blood machine. So please call 855-536-6539. Every single donation is going towards the blood machine. I will share with you something very exciting. Dr. Kate has done a lot of things for us, including the launch of this hospital. But right now she's working on Pearl. So Pearl, Alex was doing AM feeding the other day. He noticed that Pearl, bring them over. He noticed that Pearl didn't look good. Because we have an on-site vet who lives here, I don't know, within 12 minutes, they had him in the barn and Dr. Kate took an x-ray of his foot. He had stepped on a nail and that nail had punctured his coffin bone. So Dr. Kate immediately sent out an alert that it was less than 25% likely he was going to live. He had a punctured coffin bone. He had a fever, which meant the infection had already set in. And she said she hadn't seen a horse survive that. But she lived here, and she got on him in 6 minutes. And she flushed the hole multiple times. We took x-rays, we knew exactly what we were looking at. We immediately started IV antibiotics. And she said, keep up the antibiotics, change the wrap every day, flush the hole every day, and pray. And he made it. And she just walked by. She's returning him to his pasture today. This was about 10 days ago. That's the joy of having an on-site vet. She saved his life because she lived here and she's dedicated to Oscar's Place. And it is incredible. We're going to show you something very special. This is little Johnny. Hi, Johnny. What are those ridiculous socks? What are those ridiculous socks? This is Earl Grey. So, what you don't know about donkeys, the key to donkeys is you cannot scratch too hard. They have thick hides. You scratch as hard as you can possibly scratch.
Like soccer?
Johnny is our second youngest baby. Hi. Somebody asked about Layla. If somebody makes a $25,000 donation, we will make enough noise to make Layla go into labor. $25,000 and you get a donkey baby. Johnny is such a sweet little baby. He had a tiny rough start to life. He's wearing a UV protection mask because he has some pink skin around his eye. We want to protect his eye from getting cancer. His mom, she's not a sweet mom, but she's a good mom in her own way. So this is Earl Grey and Johnny and Kenneth. And we're raising money for the first ever donkey hospital in the United States. It is the equipment that we're raising money for today that will turn the facilities into a hospital.
I don't know if y'all can quite see right now, but Johnny's nursing off of Earl Grey.
The next 5 people to call in and make a donation of any size, doesn't matter to us, $5, $5,000. The next 5 people to call in and say the word tote, get these totes. These are handmade by our volunteers with different donkey stories on them. Each one is unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 totes. Call in, make a donation of any amount, say the word tote, and we're gonna take your donation, apply it towards the first ever donkey hospital in the United States, and send you a free tote. 855-536-6539. Tote. Oh, I'm hungry. She's just waving. Can you see? You're being waved to.
And there's Ron and there's...
Who are you talking to? And we'll say hi to them.
This is Gail Mariana from New York.
Gail from New York. Hello, Gail from New York. I'm Ron. This is Kenneth. This is Earl Grey. Thank you for calling in and supporting us. The next 5 people that call in are going to get these super cute, they look like linen totes. We got a tote. We got 4 more. 855-536-6539. Donation of any size and you get a tote.
First call.
Gail, you just made her very happy with that phone call. We're giving away these totes. Make a donation of any size whatsoever. We're gonna and say the word tote so we know it's you, and we're gonna send you this tote in the mail. 855-536-6539. Bye, Earl Grey. Bye, Johnny. Say what? All right, so apparently somebody wants me to get dunked. But it's cold outside. I will climb in the dunk tank for the next $100 donation. Call in, make a $100 donation, say dunk, and I'll climb in the dunk tank. 855-536-6539. And say dunk, make a $100 donation, and let's dunk me. Also, if you want to be bidding on the Hunt Slonem art, one of a kind, only original donkey art that famous artist Hunt Slonem has ever done, you need to go to the link for the auction. And then if you want the Patrick Guetta hand-painted lithograph, Be Kind to All Kind, that's a $5,000 call. Call and make a $5,000 donation. Tell us you want that piece of art, and we're going to send that piece of art to you. So, $100 to dunk me. Call right now, 855-536-6539. Say dunk, and I'm getting dunked. This is the Patrick Guetta art. This is a lithograph that he set down in himself. He hand painted over the lithograph. It says, "Be kind to every kind." It is framed, and Hamilton Selway Fine Art in Los Angeles is going to ship this to you directly if you make a $5,000 donation. So if you want this in your home, please call and make a $5,000 donation. I don't know, the phone's not ringing. I don't think anybody wants to be dunked, and I'm perfectly happy with that. So if you would like me to not get dunked, do not call. But if you want to see me get dunked in the dunk tank, call 855-536-6539. I'm getting dunked. Kenneth is going to take over hosting while I go get ready to get dunked. She wants a tote? Great. She can have both.
Those totes are super cute. I love the Winnie the Pooh. I mean, obviously we're all suckers for donkeys here, but what a cute character Eeyore is. All right, you guys did it. Ron's going in again. He's just got to get ready here. I'm excited. I don't know about you all. This is really incredible. You guys are doing such great work today for donkeys and for the welfare that we're able to provide for them. It's really amazing. It's great to see, and we certainly appreciate it. I think the donkeys appreciate it as well. They're very sweet. They're really a pleasure to work with. It's a joy to be able to be here with them every day, and it's also a joy to be able to provide the care for them that they need. And I'm not lost on how grateful I should be that we're able to give that care to them, because there's lots of places and lots of owners who are well-meaning, but they have issues come up and they just don't have access to the same level of treatment that we're able to give these donkeys here. And the fact that you make it possible for us to give these donkeys this level of care is really incredible. So we really appreciate you. I can't believe there's still unclaimed totes. Those things are cute. Most? Okay. Ooh, sure. We have a sign, $50 or more, and now I can say this is the authentic Oscars Place sign style. We have signs just like this up all over the property. We have Home Sweet Home with our little burro on there. Sweet Donkey sign, a donation of $50 or more, call in, claim your sign. We still have a lot of good stuff to give away, which is really amazing because we've had a lot of giveaways so far today. But there is a lot of good stuff on this table, so stay tuned. But right now we have this sign, a donation of $50 or more, call in, claim your sign, up for grabs. Not for long, I'm sure. We've given these sign makers good business. I am telling you, we have signs up like this, not just here, but out in Potter Valley. We have signs of this exact style made by the same people all over the place. Anyways, $50 or more, call in, make a donation, claim your sign. We appreciate any donation you can make. Thank you very much. Now, I know Ron puts on a show of not liking getting in the dunk tank, and I'm here to tell you, it is all real. Ron hates it. He really does not enjoy being dunked. But out of gratitude for you and for the sake of the telethon here, he is willing to do it, which we're all very thankful for, and are very much delighted by seeing him get dunked as well. So we appreciate you all making that happen. Of course, it's all in good fun. It's a pretty warm day out here. He'll be just fine. But for weeks working up to the telethon, Ron has been bemoaning getting dunked in the dunk tank. So it's finally happened. Thank you guys for making it happen today. Is Paula going to throw the softballs again? Paula didn't even get to throw softballs last time. I hope she gets a good shot. Oh, are we ready? Almost. All right. Ron's back. His last dry appearance.
So, Kenneth is the only person that's been to the auction with me just about every time. And so, we can really talk to the importance that this hospital is going to do. So, what we built over the first 5 years at Oscar's Place was this multi-step process. So, we rescued, and then we rehabilitated, we put them up for adoption, or we sanctuaried for them for life. So we got this down. What we realized, primarily last October, was what we were really not doing right was the quarantine, the stabilization. We were putting sick donkeys on trailers for 32 hours, and they were getting even sicker. And then we were putting them on trailers with perfectly healthy donkeys. And those healthy donkeys were also getting sick. And we were doing the best that we could. We were keeping them from getting slaughtered, and we were getting them under our care as quickly as possible. But we could do better. And once you realize you can do better, it's your responsibility to do better. So we realized it. We went to work. 2 people gave us $2.5 million to buy this property. So we bought this property in Collinsville, Texas. It's fully, all the facilities are there. There's 3 residences. There's a giant covered arena, which is where we will intake our donkeys. Then there's a 14-stall hospital barn with heating and air and full isolation capabilities. And then there's a 10-stall recovery barn. Then there's a total of 4 pastures where healthy donkeys can go live their lives.
It's really amazing.
It's crazy.
It's a whole other level of care.
It's a whole other level. Oscar's place just went to a whole other level. And it's like what we do at the auction, I always say it takes a piece of my soul every time I go. What we do is incredibly hard. And I'm going to tell you, I'll share with you one of the hardest things we do that this is going to resolve. So we are looking, for years when we go, we are looking for healthy, adoptable donkeys. So the only way that we can scale our operation is to bring donkeys back, get them healthy, and find them new homes so we can then go get more donkeys. And so Kenneth and I, when we're looking at and picking out donkeys, we're trying to pick donkeys that we think are healthy and adoptable. I have, my very first auction I ever went to, I have stepped over a donkey, a senior donkey with a broken back, because I couldn't rescue her and put her on a trailer for 32 hours. And that is heartbreaking. Leaving donkeys behind that don't deserve to ship to slaughter, but because they're old or they're unhealthy, or because they're wild and not adoptable, that is a terrible feeling, and that has been the reality of what we've done.
Yeah.
It's not anymore. We see a donkey that needs to be humanely euthanized, we get them, and we take them here. And then we humanely euthanize them. And this is an hour and 15 minutes away. It's a very short trailer ride. They will be under our care. We will love them as they leave this earth. And it's sort of a morbid part of this. But to Kenneth and I, it's a game changer. Because it means that when we acknowledge that a donkey needs us, but we couldn't help them before, we can help them now.
Yeah, it's really incredible.
It's incredible.
Having another location and having the equipment that we'll have at this location to be able to treat the donkeys is really going to be a game changer.
So we have it. We're opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. Kenneth and I and Madison and Obi and Kate will be working on it all summer. It's going to open on September 5th. The first rescue, the first patients will arrive on September 6th. Today we're raising the money to buy the equipment. So we have the facilities. 2 people made this possible. I am blown away with that generosity. Now we need to put the equipment in it that turns it into a hospital. So we raised the money for an ultrasound machine earlier. Now we're raising money for our blood panel, our blood machine, and our chemical analyzer. Every donation is going towards that. 855-536-6539. Call and talk to these volunteers who are giving us their Saturday, and I'm going to get ready to get in the dunk tank. Thank you guys for supporting us. Stay tuned. Watch me get dunked. Call and make a donation. 855-536-6539. See you on the other side. Yeah.
Ready?
Am I ready?
All right.
Am I ready? Everyone's so chipper and excited. Rude.
I got a U in there for some reason. Have any other questions?
If you're not on the phone, you can come out if you want.
Not the Giants. I don't even know what that means. Is that the soccer team?
Oh my goodness.
I'll tell you what UC Davis can do. UC Davis helps us with our donkeys, but they can do a psychological profile on what it is about seeing Ron humiliated that raises money. Because I think this is very strange that people enjoy this, but
Sacrifice.
it is, I was going to say it's the ultimate sacrifice, but it's not. Me losing sleep over Layla's birth, that's the ultimate sacrifice. Alright, so we have announced that we're opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. Oscar's Place owns the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. If you don't have goosebumps, I'm not getting into the water. It is an incredible thing that you guys have made possible. Today we're raising money for the equipment that is going to turn this $2.5 million facility into an actual hospital. And I said that I would get dunked every time we hit a goal. Madison said we hit a goal.
Make sure it's locked in place.
It was last time.
All I do is pick up the balls.
I don't want to call anything rickety, but this rusty I hope. Dr. Kate, do you have tetanus on hand? Paula, can we just how evil Paula is? Paula has a real anger problem, and somehow it's directed towards me. I don't think she'd be giddy like this if Kenneth was in here. So, this is the thing about being the one that signs the paychecks. They can only express their frustration in certain ways. This is how Paula's doing it. So Paula has been begging to be the one to throw these balls. I hope she's a bad aim.
Yeah.
Do it for the guy. Ah! I'm nervous and I'm cold.
That's pretty good.
Good.
Good laugh.
I'm not cheating. You missed the target. If I miss it again, I'm getting down. Hello, Paula. We're raising money for the donkeys. Please call the number in the comments. Call in, make your donation. I'll see you when I die off. Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for taking one for fun.
No, not right now.
She's one of my favorite volunteers. Don't tell them I have favorites. But every time I see Marie, I say, "How are you doing today, Marie?" And she says, "Fabulous," every time, and it makes my day. She's delightful. So she was kind enough to make these gourds for us. They're really incredible, a donation of 300 or more, and you could be taking this home today. Just call in to our volunteers here who are doing amazing work that we're so appreciative of today. Claim your gourd with a donation of 300 or more, and you have this beautiful piece of art made by Marie. We have some really great donkey themed stuff today.
We do, yeah.
Good. All right, we got it. Thank you all. Amazing. We just keep creeping closer towards those goals today. We really appreciate you guys. We are more than halfway there, almost halfway there. I'm not exactly sure, I'll be honest, but we are getting up there. It's a lot of equipment already that you guys have gotten for these donkeys in Texas. We're well on our way to making this new facility into a hospital. And I think just at the end of this week, we're going to be taking our trip down there to plan everything out, see exactly how everything's going to be set up, and really lay out the final plans for developing this new facility. So really, we're in the thick of it right now, making it happen. And then our incredible head of facilities here, OB, will be going down, and we'll be actually realizing all the plans we come up with. So over the next couple months, we'll build it out and get it all ready. And I think the plan is that by the end of the year, we'll be using this facility to care for donkeys from the Bowie, Texas auction system. It's really incredible for so many reasons. I mean, we've already gone over how it'll be better care for the donkeys coming from the auction. It will be better for the donkeys here because the sick donkeys will be quarantined somewhere entirely different, so the illnesses never have a chance to spread to the happy, healthy donkeys here. But also it'll extend our range for possibly owner surrenders and adoptions even, just having another site. So really there are so many benefits to this. Aside from the already amazing and exciting news that we'll have the first donkey hospital in the United States. So really this facility is going to do so much good for Oscar's Place and so much good for the donkeys. It can't be overstated. I know we've said it a lot today, but it's also what today's all about. So we really appreciate you guys making it happen, along with our two donors who so graciously got the property for us. And we are so excited to get this facility up and running and actually put it into action for our care of donkeys here at Oscar's Place. It's really going to be a big deal.
Let's get those phones ringing.
Let's get those phones ringing.
We'll do a little pack.
That's
So we're going to
beautiful.
do this donkey sign, this donkey towel, and this donkey shirt.
Ooh.
With the little carrot.
That's very cute. I love the carrot.
So the next person to call in and donate is going to get all three things shipped to you. Call 1-855-536-6539. The phone number is in the caption. Super cute towel,
Aw,
donkey, everything. This is
I
definitely
love
for a
the
donkey lover.
smile. That's so cute.
Now that's a happy donkey.
Uh-huh.
So the next person to call in and say donkey is going to win this towel, this shirt, and this sign. Call 1-855-5-DONKEY
And just have to call and say donkey?
and donate any amount, and it will be shipped
Any
to you.
amount. Incredible. That's a great deal. 3 items. Call in any donation, say donkey, claim your prize. Shirt, towel, sign. We already have the phones ringing, so you guys better be quick. We still have a lot of good stuff. We haven't. Oh, just a reminder, we had this sign out earlier. I believe any donation of $50 or more, and this is yours. Just in case that shirt, towel, and sign is gone, which it sounds like it is. Woo! Thank you all. We really appreciate it. We still have the sign up for grabs. Any donation of $50 or more. Really cool sign. Authentic with the style of the ranch for anyone that's been out here. It's really cute. I love the little donkey painted on there also. He looks like he's taking a nap. I don't know if you can tell. He's very cute. Anyways, if you can't tell, we have a lot of donkey themed stuff around here. Oh, all right. And we have someone claiming the sign. Thank you all very much for keeping those phones ringing. Okay.
This is a hand-painted hat.
Hand painted. Wow.
$50 or more.
$50 or more. We have this hand painted hat, and not only is it painted, but there's some sort of, I don't even know how they do that, but carving into the felt of the hat. There's so much detail here. There's the sunflowers, the little mushrooms, the donkey, of course, and then Wild Burrow written on the rim, which that's going to be reversed for you all, but Wild Burrow written on the rim right across there. And then this beautiful hat. Any donation of $50 or more? This is a great hat. It's very soft. Oh, and there's even little flowers on the back. Somebody really put a lot of attention to detail into this. We have some really talented and really amazing volunteers for making this all happen for us here today. So any donation of $50 or more, call in, claim your hat.
Are there any shirts left?
Our prizes are flying off the shelves here, so you better call in quick. And Ron is almost dry.
I'm freezing cold. It's the end of June. What's happening?
That's really cute. I gotta get in touch with some of these volunteers. They make incredible things. The gourds, the hats. I guess somebody probably made this quilt we have over here as well. We have such an incredible community of volunteers here that we're really grateful for. I mean, not only the people who turned out here today to make this event happen, but the volunteers out in the fields watching donkeys for poop, collecting fecals. Amazing.
So here's a couple things. Madison and Kenneth are shady. They're giving away the gourds whenever I'm gone because those are the coolest giveaways. And I think it's rude. Anyway, all of our giveaways are cool. So let me talk a little bit about who's supporting us. So these volunteers, first of all, they spent the last 3 hours collecting poop. That's exactly what they've done. It's amazing how hard our volunteers work. Then they've given us their Saturday. Some have driven for hours to sit here and answer your phone calls, which is why calling is so important. Even if you've already donated, calling to say thank you for giving us your Saturday or tell me about Roxanne, those are really important phone calls. They want to be on the phone, so please call them. But then, different donors, different volunteers, people have sent us all kinds of stuff. So all of these giveaways were donated to us, which is what helps keep the energy going and the excitement going. It's just incredible how generous everybody is and how much everyone has done. So our next giveaway is a beach tote. This is like a sisal tote. It has a beach bag, a beach towel, and we've been drinking non-alcoholic champagne, and this is real bubbly. So call and say bubbly, and we will send you this beach thing. Beach tote, beach towel, and bubbly. Call and say bubbly, make a donation of any size, and we're gonna send this to you. The number is 855-536-65. Oh, beach bag's taken. Let's go to the next one. So this is a drawing that one of our volunteers did of a donkey here named Fred. So if you know our donkeys, Andrea, who's a pretty wild donkey, had Fred. This is exactly what Fred looks like. This is incredible. It's even more incredible when resting on my bicep, which is why I'm hodling it like this, because I'm trying to get some clicks. We have announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. It's going to be owned by Oscar's Place and open this summer in Texas. We're so excited. Today we're raising money. Call and make a $200 donation and say the word Fred. Call 855-536-6539. Make a $200 donation and say the word Fred. We're going to send you this. It is literally a one of a kind done by one of our volunteers who's obviously very talented, and it's framed. 855-536-6539 and say Fred, and we're going to send this to you. All of the money that we're raising today is to buy the equipment that's going to go in our hospital. Oscar's Place has announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. We are beyond excited. Every $1,000 donation that comes in today is getting a plaque. We're going to have a founder's wall at the hospital in Texas, and every $1,000 donation today is going to go on the founder's wall of the hospital. So there's a lot happening at the moment. We've announced a hospital. We're building a founder's wall. We've got quite a few plaques that are going on the founder's wall already. We came into the day with several from supporters like Vicky and Barbara.
Okay, the painting is taken.
All right, Fred is done. So art seems to be the theme. Here's the next piece of art.
It is by someone from Ukiah, local Ukiah artist.
So this is a watercolor reproduction by Don Pagano. Don Pagano. So call 855-536-6539. Say Don.
How much?
Let's say $250 donation. $250 donation. And he calls it a self-portrait. It doesn't look like him, but that's what he calls it. Sorry, I got distracted. So this is the next giveaway, a $250 donation that says Dawn is going to get this. 855-536-6539. We got 15 minutes to round out this telethon. We're gonna end strong. Painting is taken. Thank you. All right, so in the final 15 minutes, I'm gonna walk you through what we're doing today. Oscar's Place has announced the opening of the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. It's gonna be called the Center for the Advancement of Donkeys. It's gonna be in Collinsville, Texas, just 1 hour north. Hi, Holiday. Way more important than this is what a holiday hug looks like.
Well, and
Sweet Holiday. Center for the Advancement of Donkeys. This is 1 hour and 15 minutes from the Bowie auction where we rescue our donkeys. So we are going to identify our donkeys, get their nasal swabs. The night before we buy them, we're gonna run the test at our hospital. When we buy them, we're gonna put them on a trailer and we're gonna get them into the Oscar's Place Donkey Hospital within 2 hours of being purchased. They're gonna be under our care in our professional facility. You're helping make this possible. 2 donors bought us this facility. So it includes a hospital barn, the intake arena, the healthy barn. It includes 4 pastures and 3 residences. This has been done. This has been paid for. We own the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. This summer, we're going to outfit it with equipment. That's what we're doing today. We're raising the money for that equipment. We're working on our blood machine at the moment. The number is 855-536-6539. Every $1,000 donation today is getting a plaque on our founder's wall at our hospital in Texas. Help us end strong. We got 14 minutes left. 855-536-6539.
Michael, what credit card would you like to use for your $100 donation? Are you calling to donate?
I'm not gonna lift this camera around and turn it because we have 3 phones and it's a lot to lift. But we have music provided by Dave Bass and Stephanie. They have provided us with our vibe that has kept us going and kept me dancing all day long. We're super grateful. So let's hear it for Dave and Stephanie. The music is such an important part. At the very beginning of this telecast, I talked to you about what a rock star Madison is. Nothing happens at Oscar's Place without Madison. She is my right arm. She is my rock. She makes today happen. Let's hear it for Madison. And then we've got these volunteers. These volunteers are the lifeblood of our donkey recovery. They're the ones that help donkeys learn to trust humans again. They're the ones that are why our donkeys become adoptable and become ready to go. And they're also the ones here taking your call. They didn't give up their Saturday to sit here and stare at my butt in these swim trunks. They want to talk to you. So please call. We have 10 minutes left. Call and tell the volunteers, thank you for supporting us. 855-536-6539.
This is a handmade quilt by our volunteer
Jane,
Jane.
who's sitting right there, handmade this quilt. It's one of those, what do you call it? Like it's a hanging quilt. It's a decorative quilt. Or it's a quilt for a tiny person. But this is a handmade quilt. And this quilting world is crazy. I have a friend named Ingrid who's a big quilter. It is so intense, the amount of work that goes into these. So I hope you can see it. But this is a donkey quilt made by Jane. I think this is worth, well, she's here, so we better say it's worth $300. The next $300 donation to say quilt is gonna get this quilt. 855-536-6539. Hopefully Jane will answer and you can say, Jane, I want your quilt. This is a $300 donation and we're gonna send you this quilt for free, for $300. 855-536-6539. Quilt. Pretty. 855-536-6539.
Pam got the quilt.
Pam got the quilts. Kenneth.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Somebody was giving Kenneth a compliment. There he is.
Have a wonderful day, and thank you so much.
Kenneth, Sylvia said you're doing a great job. You've got great commentary. Kenneth is bringing out Orca. Orca's going to make a special appearance. Hi, Orca.
Is our barn cat here?
This is our barn cat, Orca. She's used 8 of her 9 lives, and so we treat her very carefully. She looks very exotic. That's because she got kicked in the eye and lost one of her eyes by Rufus. They have become friends, and he was being playful, but he hurt her. But she's super sweet. We bought her, when we got her from the rescue, her name was Orchid, like the flower. And I was like, we specifically need somebody to get rid of our mouse problem. So we changed her name from Orchid to Orca. And she did a great job with our mice until she fought with a raccoon and she fought with a donkey, and she's just been through enough. She's decided to retire. So now she lives in our barn and she does no work whatsoever.
This is most of her job. Right?
This is what her job is. It's a little bit like Dominique, if I'm telling the truth. Just kidding.
You're gonna do some more giveaways?
Yep, we're gonna finish these giveaways. This is
Horse
a
sign and a horse halter.
Oh, okay.
this is a horse sign.
You put it on the side of the house.
You put it on the side of the house. It looks like a little ghost eye. Is it like a? Or am I seeing things?
It's just a little reflection on that.
Anyway, this is a horse. It's very pretty. This is a horse thing, and this is a horse thing. Call and say horse, and you're going to get a horse sign and a medium horse halter. Make a donation of any size. We're closing this out. We're raising money for the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. 855-536-6539. Say the word horse, and we're sending you this last giveaway. Not last. We have some. If you've been holding out for the alcohol, it's right around the corner.
Look at your phone.
Oh.
Okay, he's looking right now.
So, one of our supporters and one of my dear friends named Ingrid, who Kenneth has a saying. Kenneth, what do you say about Ingrid?
Ingrid's a baller.
Kenneth always walks around saying Ingrid's a baller. Ingrid has done so much for us, and she's so supportive. And she has just texted that she's donating $20,000. Let's show everybody what Ingrid just did for our thermometer. Look at that. Thank you, Ingrid.
There's a reason we have Ingrid's plaques ready to go.
So, we've announced the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. 2 people came forward and bought us this facility. So we own this facility. Today we are outfitting it with equipment to turn it from a facility into a donkey hospital. You guys have helped us raise money for our ultrasound machine. Then next up was a blood machine, and we were in the process of raising money for the blood machine when Baller Ingrid came through and gave us $20,000. We can now fully afford the blood machine, the Kim panel machine, and the ultrasound. We are on our way to outfitting this hospital, thanks to all of you and Ingrid. So, Madison's being greedy. We have 6 minutes left, and Madison handed me 2 things to buy. So let's do this. Somebody call in and just buy this microscope. The microscope is $1,200. And then this handheld butterfly ultrasound machine is $4,000. These are our final two things to buy in the final 5 minutes that are both going to go into the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. You call 855-536-6539. If your donation is greater than $1,000, you're going to get a plaque on our wall. We have a founder's wall at the hospital in Texas. You're going to go there. Madison is so good at what she did, she already made Ingrid's plaque, and Ingrid just made the donation 30 seconds ago. You're amazing. We're raising the final bit of money for this microscope for $1,200 and the handheld ultrasound for $4,000. Let's close this out strong. 855-536-6539. If $1,000 or more is your donation, you're going to go on our founder's wall. Let's do a couple of giveaways.
This is made by Marie.
Marie, the famous gourd maker, she's very talented. She has painted Madeline, and I happen to be the only person here who immediately knew this was Madeline. I'm kidding. I thought it was Beatrice. But this is a gorgeous painting on a piece of wood. She already even has the little things to help you hang it. I mean, how cute is this in a hallway or a bathroom? Let's do the next $200 donation gets Madeline. Call in. We're in the final stretch here. 855-536-6539. We're raising money for equipment in our hospital. We got all these volunteers here who gave us their Saturday. We want them to end their Saturday with gratitude. Call and just say thank you. Even if you've already donated. Sorry, I have an itch. Call and say thank you for giving us your Saturday. And then the few of you come through and help us make these last few purchases. 855-536-6539. And then we're going to close the Hunt Slonem. And do you go online to close it? We're closing the Hunt Slonem auction in 4 minutes. So if you want to get your last minute bid in for the one-of-a-kind Hunt Slonem painting, you need to do it right this moment. Madison is going to drop the auction link in. You're literally going to have to click on it and buy, or click on it and bid, because we're closing it in now 3 minutes. All right, so we're wrapping up. The link to bid on the Hunt Slonem is coming right now. If you want to bid on this, you click and bid right away. We're closing the auction any moment now. We have another piece of art that if you made a $5,000 donation and you want the Patrick Guetta art, please tell us and we'll ship that to you. We've announced that we're opening the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. You guys have helped us buy the ultrasound machine and the blood machine and the chemical analyzer. We're now raising money for the microscope and the handheld. We're in the final $5,200 to raise. The number is 855-536-6539. All of these lovely people are waiting to answer your phone. Please call. Let's finish this off strong. 855-536-6539. Janet, I got your Zelle, so thank you very much. I also just got my time to check in email from American Airlines, who we're headed to Texas tomorrow. Wasted away again in Margaritaville. This is why I'm a farmer, not a singer. This is a replica of my Ukiah billboard. It's me and Viejo. The next donation of any amount, $5, $25, $1,000. I don't care. The next donation of any amount that says billboard, I'm going to sign this on the back and send it to you. 855-536-6539. 855-536-6539. I got a Sharpie in hand. I'm going to sign this and send it to you. Why are the phones not ringing? Why are the phones not ringing? Who doesn't want Ron King in their house? We got the billboard. I'm going to go do the billboard. Madison's going to give away the booze. So watch hers go right away.
All right, everyone. So we're finishing this up. For our local people, we can't ship this, so you have to be local. Either you can come and get it, love on some donkeys, and pick up your wine. If you donate, let's say $40 or more, you'll get a bottle of wine. So this is a Cab Sav 2019. It's Mendocino, so it's from a local winery. We have a couple of bottles of that. We have a port, so you can call in and say what you want, and you will get a bottle of wine with a $40 donation. Mendocino. Call in and say wine. Phone number is 855-536-6539 or 855-5-DONKEY. Call in, make a donation, and then you get wine. A win-win.
We have 2,000 for the
And then so we just got $2,000. Hi, Orca. $2,000 towards the handheld ultrasound. So we've got just $2,000 left, and we can buy this handheld ultrasound. And then we've got $1,200 for the microscope. Then we bought blood machine, chemical machine, full-size ultrasound, small ultrasound, microscope, the equipment that we're going to plug into the facilities which we now own, which is going to be the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. We have also closed the auction for the Hunt Slonem original, so I'm going to tell you who won in just a moment. We're in the very final stages, in fact, we're 3 minutes over, but as long as these phones are ringing, 855-536-6539. We are to $3,200 from wrapping this up. $3,200 and we're done. 855-536-6539.
okay.
Glenn, if you're watching, Glenn and Sam won the Hunt Slonem. I know Glenn and Sam personally. They're huge supporters of Oscar's Place, and I'm so grateful. And you're going to love this painting. It is beautiful, and it is special, and I'm really happy that it's going to you. So we'll ship that out to you this week. So Glenn and Sam, congratulations on the Hunt Slonem. We've got $2,000 left for this ultrasound, and we've got $1,200 left for this microscope, and we're done. And we are taking all of this week to open the first and only donkey hospital in the United States. We've announced it today. It's going to open on September 5th. It's in Collinsville, Texas. We own a donkey hospital, y'all. Really exciting. call, say thank you to these guys for giving us their time. We're gonna wrap up as soon as you help us get this butterfly machine, $2,000, and we're wrapping up. 855-536-6539. We have done all of our giveaways. We're at the very final stretch. I will tell you, this is the last thing that hasn't gone. Hi, Kathy. Kathy is on a cruise ship and she emailed to make a donation earlier, so it's really nice to see her. This is the last thing that hasn't gone. This is a $5,000 print. This is a print from an artist named Patrick Guetta. It is a animal welfare print. It says, "Be kind to every kind." It is framed. It is currently on display at the Hamilton Selway Fine Art Studio in Los Angeles. The artist sat down and heavily hand painted over the lithograph. So it is a one of a kind. Nothing else exists like it. It's very cool. It's a $5,000 flat fee. So if you donated $5,000 today and you want this, call me. If you want it, you have just a few minutes to call 855-536-6539 and tell us you want this for a $5,000 donation. Hi, Lucy Bird. We're gonna go just a few minutes over because we're having a blast. My hair is a mess. That water in that dunk tank is not great. Guys, it's been awesome having you here. I'm so grateful for all of your support. Ingrid is a baller. Guys, I'll share with you, it's fun. We have a couple new volunteers who are helping us today, and they're just, their world has been rocked at what it feels like to answer the phone and to accept all of this love from you guys, so I'm super grateful. I'd be grateful if you called in, even if not to make a donation, just to say thank you for giving us your Saturday. It would mean the world to me. We're gonna wrap this up. Call them and say thank you, 855-536-6539. What an incredible day. Now hopefully we're gonna go find a baby in pasture 2. And I'm gonna eat some pizza. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap it up. Thank you. I just got emotional. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been so much fun to share this with you. So much fun to finally announce what we've been working on for so long. And we're opening up a donkey hospital in Texas that's going to make us do more rescue and more rescue better. We're so grateful. We're so grateful for all of the call-ins, all of the help, all of the support of our volunteers, all of the fundraising, all of the equipment. It's been absolutely incredible. Guys, we're wrapping up. Thank you so much for everything that you've done. We'll see you Giving Tuesday. Bye, everybody. Bye.